Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 9 of the DCUO Project. I knew I was going to do that.
You forgot to mute yourself.
Did you hear that?
You epically failed.
Take 2. All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 9 of the DCUO Project Podcast. We're here with the entire DCUO Project Podcast crew, except
Crappy.
Except Crappy Heels. What'd you say, Kaiser?
Except Crappy.
Yeah.
Because he's too lazy.
To it. Except Crappy Heels isn't with us tonight for some reason. We've got Glenn, Jay, Ninja, Kaiser. We've got Liam. Who am I missing? Who did I forget to say?
Yourself.
That's it. Yeah, we got Liam with us again tonight. So welcome back, Liam. You haven't been with us in a while.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm Count Chocula, of course. So let's get right into it. What's first on the agenda to talk about? Maybe update 26?
You mean the skirmish matches that I don't think anybody here has actually played one?
You're right, I haven't.
I haven't.
That just wasn't a feature I was interested in.
Well, that feature was entirely installed for the people who wanted to show off to somebody, like, here, I'm better than you, and I can prove it.
Well, maybe it's just because you haven't had a chance to experience it. If any of our listeners would like to, they can feel free to send scrimmage invites to either Lifestealer or Pyrojester on the PUS PS3. They will accept all challenges.
Sure.
Why not?
Pyro, no, because... No. Don't do that, because... Oh, no, they can't do it while in instance, right? Well, if we're... Because then we...
You can't do it if they're in another group that isn't fully the group accepting it. And they can't do it while in instance.
Nice one, Kaiser.
You're so nice.
So if they send, like, me one, and Lifestealer just happens to be in my group, we both get the challenge, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that person's screwed.
Yeah, do a prank on them. Like, be in a raid group and they send you an invite. It's 8-on-1. Is that what I'm talking about?
The problem is that when you send a scrimmage invite, it's the person who selects it is the one who gets to choose where you're fighting at. Now, unless they do like an 8v8 room, if you have a full raid group, that raid group won't go through. If you have somebody like 2 people in the group and they select something like the Batcave, which can be a 2v2, then you can have 2 people in the Batcave versus 1 person.
Yeah, how do you know which 2 people go in, though?
You can't. You can only have as many people as one group as you can get into.
I got you. Okay. So if you're in a group with, say, 5 people and they invite you to a 2-on-2 Batcave, they won't allow that. They can't do that.
No, you can't.
Nope.
I got you. I'm glad you know something about it, because I didn't even fool with it. I didn't even...
all I know is
I haven't done anything with it either, except for
all I know is what they told me from the test notes, dude.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of testing because I kept wanting to get Kaiser into the scrimmage matches, but he wouldn't do it.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to want to get Kaiser into the scrimmage matches to shut his big yapper. Yeah.
What big yapper? I don't talk any trash about PvP.
Space Siege.
I'm gonna go on record right now. I downright suck at PvP, and I don't care.
How do you spell siege? Is it S-I or S-E?
Shut up, all of you. Come up with your own joke. I already used that.
It's time to return the favor.
Hey, we're only bringing you into the fold because you brought us.
It's S-I-E-G.
You know what? That's it. I'm gonna...
N-I-G-H-T.
I got something for both of you.
Oh, no.
Space Siege.
2-on-2.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to mental, and I'm going to find a hard light, and I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Okay. Good luck with that hard light finding him, because, the only people that play PvP anymore are tanks.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. You're going to have them use the hard light, the lightweight, and you're going to use telekinesis to throw it at us.
They have to fix that, though.
There's only one problem with that one theory you have there, Kaiser. The lightweight can be blocked, and that guy can get knocked down, and that instantly disappears when they get knocked down.
It has to be fixed, though.
Why? You could have done the same thing with the meatball.
you don't know what's going on in PvE, dude. When lightweights do like 7,000 damage to bosses a hit.
It's not as bad as when you're using the meatball from the Avatar of Magic.
Shock, I'll let this to you. I'll leave this one to you.
Well, I mean, yeah, later I was going to complain about the... See, I don't like people having role bias. They're not really role bias, but power bias. And I'm tired of seeing people shout for Nexus raids that we need mental and hardlight DPS. And they won't accept anybody else. If you're not mental or hardlight DPS, they don't want you in your raid right now. It's ridiculous.
I hear the same thing with tanks, too.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's only ice that they want.
Yeah, because fire and earth have a really tough time, apparently.
I'll be damned. None of the fire or earth tanks I've run with have had any problem in there.
I was going to say...
Well, it's a myth.
Super Patriot beat it.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Amongst the community. It's always has been.
Super Patriot put a video up today. He solo tanked it with fire.
Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The problem is that the average fire and the average earth don't have the proper setups for it, is what people are seeing. They're not actually looking at the people like Pyro Jester over here who can actually fire tank. Most of the people are just when they see ice, all ice has to do is have 4 shields up, a 1 pole move, and a supercharge of their choice, and that's it.
Well, I think it's also the skill point spread. To be an effective fire, and sometimes earth, you need a lot more skill points than ice. A lot of people are lazy and don't have 100+.
The only problem I've seen with earth tanks is on some of the fights where the pet aggro, you know.
Yeah, that pet dies.
Pet aggro's too much, and then it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the brick should have more health than anything else and should do like little to no damage. It should literally be there for a placeholder to take damage.
Hey, Jay, do you use overheat?
No.
No?
No.
A lot of people were asking for basically a block mechanic for brick in Crystal.
That'd be good.
Where when the player blocks, the pet will block.
Well, that would actually be really handy because then, like, all the pets will do that, and it would make it a heck of a lot easier to keep your pet alive.
Yep, because your pet just kind of goes in and is like, let me, like, run into the boss and die.
Charge! It's like Braveheart.
Yeah. Well, you know, they fixed the pet AI and made it more aggressive a while back, you know. But now they made it too aggressive for the Nexus because, you know, stuff goes in and dies, you know. So we can't get a middle ground. We can't get it where it'll fight, but it'll still stay next to you.
No, the truth to be told, what they should do with the pet is, like I've said before, the pet should not be in existence. It should just be like a little item that floats around beside you that does absolutely nothing but its ability. So absolutely. like Crystal should just be a pet that gives extra DPS stuff. The healer one should give you an increase in your rest, the amount that you heal, like 25% or 10% or something. As long as he's out, all your heals do 10% more. Stuff like that.
And all the pets, you should be able to phase through all the pets. They shouldn't be a physical object to block pools.
Yeah, I
hate
in that you can't walk past pets. It's such an annoyance.
And a lot of the tanks really hate it because they can't, you know, pull stuff through all the henchmen and accomplices and everything, you know.
But you know, speaking of pets, though, what's up, Crappy?
What's up?
Crappy.
Hey,
I just added you to the group, Crappy. Late as usual. That's all right.
Oh.
Welcome.
I was a little busy. I
didn't
realize what time it was.
That's all right, man. I was just messing with you. You can join us anytime, man. Go ahead, Kaiser. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I'm done. I was just pointing that out.
Point what out? Who?
We were just talking about pets and...
I don't like pets in the new raids.
Kaiser just stated that we got a nature nerf for you.
Nature nerf? What?
Yeah, no. Strong. All the heals need to be cut by 60%.
Oh my god, no. 60%.
He's messing with you, Crappy.
I'd be as good as a sorcery healer then. That'd be horrible.
I actually ran a family today with 2 DPS and with a sorcery healer, and he was good. He was on it.
Oh yeah, man, he's definitely good for that.
I think
there's a lot of.
I think he was all tier 5 though.
The only bad sorcery healers are the ones that try to use invocation in alerts.
Well, I don't even use that one in raids. I use, like I said, sacrificial offering.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, sacrificial's good. Invocation's terrible. I mean, it has its place, but if you don't have another healer to take up slack while you're in the cast, you're just
waiting for your own teammates to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, invocation of renewal is way too interruptible too, isn't it?
Yeah, it pisses me off because when they did the mods, they didn't add that one in because they didn't want people using that as a 60% buff, which is a sorcery 60% power buff with damage.
That's not why they did it. How would you feel if you went into an 8v8 PvP and they had the mod to make it uninterruptible, and you just see this person standing in the middle, like, just doing invocation over and over?
The whole time. And
Come on, that would be retarded.
Anything about it.
Well, then don't do it for PvP then. Just make it for PvE.
Oh, God forbid that they nerf something only for PvP, though.
Like the pets. We can blame the pets dying easier in the race because didn't the PvP guys get it nerfed?
And then they took the pets out, so I don't even know. I guess
you remember circle stacking and Fireburst? That really helped us.
They need to bring that back, too.
They should just do away
circle
with
stacking
PvP.
needs to come back.
I've always said this, and I'm going to say it again, because it should be said. I believe that we should have 2 different power sets, one for PvE, one for PvP, just so that when something gets nerfed in PvP, it doesn't affect PvE.
Right.
Amen.
Or just make different versions of it, you know what I mean? Like, this power is, you know how, like, when you go into healer role or tank stance or something like that? Well, when you go into PvP, this power is so much reduced or whatever.
Yeah, but see, I'm just making it plain and simple. If you give us 3 more trees and make them PvP trees, and we're only using those for PvP, that way they can adjust those to the god hell for whatever they want to do. Then the PvE
people will want those in PvE though too. They'd be jealous.
Yeah, but you only use those in PvP, and you can only use the other ones in PvE.
Now I get what you're saying, but some people would still be like, "Oh, well, I want to use this in PvE." Blah blah blah.
Well, get over it.
Then go do PvP. That's my answer to them.
You can say this on every episode, and it's not going to make a difference, unfortunately.
I know, but I mean, it's the truth. That's what they should have done to start with. That's how PvP should have been done, because there's a lot of games where you have your own PvP trees, and then you have your PvE trees.
Yep.
And just like how they nerf the heals in PvP with how there's hardly any crits and stuff like that, when they nerfed that shit back in the day, they could nerf other things just like that for PvP only instead of killing it for everything else.
Well, there's a lot of things I wish they could go back and change, like at the launch of the game, and I'm sure they do too. Make DPS an actual role.
It is an actual role.
Yeah, but make it like a damage dealer role, where you're just, if you're going to be a damage dealer, you're a damage dealer. You can't switch roles.
Yeah, as in like, well, not so much for that. I think they should make it to where if you're DPS in a dungeon, you're the only one that can roll need on DPS possibly.
That would,
but that they'd have to change certain equipment. Like they'd have to make time traveler pieces for like healer, or make it unattuned. That would make it better.
Yep.
Well, I kind of like the idea of just having a DPS class, because I hate it whenever I'm shouting for a DPS and a healer wants to get into something, and so they just turn over to DPS, and then they don't really know how to DPS.
Yeah, it's just because you have a little fire symbol there doesn't mean you're a true DPS.
Yeah.
I still think that what they should have done is if they're going to have these, you can be a different role, they should have just had it set up where everybody's a DPS, everybody's a controller, everybody's a healer, everybody's a tank, and you can choose which one you want to be.
See, like City of Heroes had their own separate damage. It's called Damage Dealer. That was their own separate class.
And that worked out well, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, no problem.
God, if they would just make it so you could only need on the role that you're in, and make it so once you're in the instance you can't change your role,
Right.
it would be
Everything
fine.
completely
But
fine.
then people would complain that, oh, well, we needed a second tank, but we only needed him for this part.
Well, if
And
you need a
so-
second tank for that part, kick him out, and he could change, and then you could re-invite him.
Or
take
just
a couple
run
more
it with
seconds.
2 tanks, like most of the instances were meant to run with. But
Well,
Now,
but they were meant to run with 2 tanks, and there should be like abilities to make damage accelerate. Because apparently you can't do enough damage with 2 tanks with only 2 DPSs.
Right.
You can.
well, now people don't even want to run tanks in the new Tier 5 alerts. Kaiser and
Those
I
tanks
spent
are
an hour trying to get a tank yesterday for a Tier 5 alert. Couldn't do it.
Oh
Wasn't
my
one we
God!
had.
Let me know. I'm working on my tank now. I'm trying to gear.
See, I
get 'em
told you that. I
geared
told
up.
you he was on crappy tank. We should have just ninja invited him.
Damn.
I already came in.
See, Shock didn't know what your CR was on him. Like, he might just be a side project. It's like at 50
I'm
CR.
90, 91 or something like that.
Seriously?
I have a couple. I have like a time traveler DPS piece and Predator DPS gear. But yeah, I've been running brothers and family on. No
Oh,
problem.
that's cool.
So there you go.
Yeah, I ran them all today with no tanks, except the time I replayed it, ran it with Kaiser later, but we've been running it with 2 DPS.
You can get it done with 2 DPS pretty fast.
Yeah,
it's just if you can get it done with 1 DPS,
Yeah.
fast if it's good DPS. But the problem is when you run with 2 bad DPSs.
Well, we did
Yeah,
family in 39 minutes today with 2 DPS. I didn't think that was too bad.
How
I think
is
the fastest I've ever done family and brothers is just under 30 minutes.
That's real fast.
I was fighting Batman at the end with no tank. That's crappy, isn't it?
No, I'll tell you what's crappy.
I know where you're going with
Yeah,
this.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what's crappy. Me and Jay were in a group where as soon as the Batman fight began, our healer froze and we beat him without a healer. We fought the whole Batman Overseer thing with just a fire tank, a troller, and a DPS.
That was not
That's-
fun.
That's pretty nice.
You should have been recording that.
Yeah, we should have. We barely won, too.
I almost died.
Well,
If
that's
I
like
didn't have 3 shield supers set up, you would have been dead.
Well, that's like on the forums. I saw somebody shouting or posting that they did it with 3 DPS and 1 controller and no healer at all.
It's
And
possible.
Wow.
And I was like, that's got to be a lot of deaths. It must have took a
Right? It'd take you too long to do that. I'm not like, maybe you're showing a little bit of skill
A lot of shield supers and a lot of supply
Yeah,
drops.
I was just like asking
And
Kaiser,
accomplices.
where's his supercharges at?
Yeah,
Right
that's,
when I-
and colas every time they pop.
Colas, sidekicks,
Accomplices,
fucking
colas, supply drops.
supply drops.
And all the DPS must have had at least 1 shield on their bar.
yeah, I'd have to put flux
Well-
on, no doubt.
Well, we didn't have enough time to plan for that. The healer
Yeah.
froze right there at the fight, in the fight.
Yeah, that's why.
And
it's
the
really
sad
impressive.
part was, as soon as we finished, and I was about to go out the teleporter, the healer sent me a tell like, "Invite me back." Like,
Like we didn't fail.
we didn't fail. We
Well-
beat it without you.
Well, Crappy and Kaiser, don't you remember that? What was that tank that he tanked him over by the stairs? That little
Oh yeah, he doesn't even
and
do
he doesn't
anything to
attack you at all. Future Batman.
Yeah, but that's only good until the Overseer comes out,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, but still. What we did is we set up on the roof today and bombed on them. We didn't get hit. Like, I didn't get
Did you
hit
do
hardly
that?
once until I got knocked off or something happened and I fell off the ledge or something. But we were on the roof bombing on Future Batman. The Overseer, like, pulled me off of the roof or something and started chasing me around. And then Future Batman was, like, on my back the whole time. But we sat up there for the first couple minutes and didn't even get hit on top of that roof.
Well, it's honestly, all that stuff is fun and fine, but it's not necessary for that fight. I mean, after the first day, that fight was,
Yeah, that fight's not hard anyway.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
after you figure out what his attacks are, like the orbitals and stuff like that, it's not hard.
Really, the orbitals is hardest hitting move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
now it doesn't hit near as hard. We're getting geared and everything.
Yep.
The other stuff, the other content now is so easy. It's crazy.
See, I wish they'd
Like
level scale it. I wish they'd
We
level
did
scale
Gage
it
the
a
other
little
day,
bit.
and we just went in there like we didn't even give a shit what was going on.
Yeah,
Do whatever you want.
we did a 15-minute gate run, not even trying the other day.
No, we were doing stupid stuff. Crappy was like the second boss fight when you have to protect the archers. Crappy's like, oh, everyone just stay up here. We're gonna let all the archers
Everything die.
Just
Kill
like
everything
an army
once.
of ads down there, and then we just jumped in the middle like nothing. Like these things can't even hurt us.
I actually
Ran all the
recorded
way
that
down
one.
This
the
was hard.
hallway, too.
Yeah, I recorded that one.
And we were just chilling there at the end of the hallway. There was all kind of stuff hitting me. I was just like, whatever.
I healed an inner alert the other day, and I just was so shocked by how much easier it was than in like T4 gear, just to heal. And I wasn't even in any blues. This is just regular the green drops, 80, 81, 82s.
Even the greens are a big jump.
Yeah, it
over
makes
tier
a big
4.
difference.
Yeah, my restoration with the green compared to the old tier 4 was about like almost 60 to 80 on most of the pieces.
That tier 4
Yeah, I got
tank.
like 35 and change rest though. That's fucking 1,500, almost like 1,100 more than I used to have.
Because that tier 4 tank today in Brothers, he was getting his health was dropping like a rock.
Oh yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
as long as you're doing the solo instances, you shouldn't be like having any problems. Even
Oh,
if
he
you're
was
just
in
putting
full
it,
tier.
he had
nothing
all
solos.
tier 4. It was his first time ever to be in there. You could tell.
Yeah.
He didn't know where to go when you had to destroy the Luther vehicles. He didn't know where to go. He was just standing there waiting for us to do something.
Definitely wasn't pyro.
It wasn't
time.
pyro time, we were saying.
There's absolutely no reason why anybody shouldn't be doing those anomalies now, especially since they count towards the challenge feats and stuff. It's
Yeah.
What
Maybe
I
they-
noticed in the anomalies, they changed. Let's see, in the Bizarro one, after you're locked in the room with the computers and you have to smash them, the next room with that boss, I guess third boss you could call him, he's
the
doing
second
this
one?
real annoying hand blaster
Yeah.
stun from
yeah.
crazy distances that
Yep.
he wasn't doing at the beginning.
Yeah,
I
Trex
guess that was a bug.
Trex made a video complaining about that, like it was a bug.
I was like, dude, this dude is annoying as shit.
Yeah.
It made it a little
I'm
bit
trying
more
to kill the
difficult.
scientist, and he is just stunning me from all the way across the room.
Just range him. Or not range him, I meant lunge him.
I was just killing the scientist first, and then I kill him.
Uh,
So that way the turrets don't shoot at me and shit.
The easiest
then
way
I-
is just
you
to
don't
fly up.
fly. You don't fly up in the rafters like everybody else.
Oh, I like to kill shit. I love brawling. I love to go in there and punch everyone to death.
I just go around like clockwise and just lunge every scientist, and then I usually don't have a problem. Some
He was
people are
just
having
stunning
problems
me
with
and being
that.
so annoying. I was like,
The problem I'm having is in the second room where I'll destroy all the computers, and then while I'm fighting the commando dude with the shield, they'll call reinforcements in, even though all the computers are destroyed.
Don't
got
even
all 4 of
destroy the
them?
computers.
Seriously.
Did you get all 4 of them?
Yeah, all
That's
4 are
fucking
destroyed.
weird.
It's happened to me like 3 times. I'm going to try to record it. I never have
No,
my
I just
PVR
did it,
run when it
like,
happens.
twice.
I
I
haven't
did it
seen
twice.
It
I
doesn't.
have
No, it
seen
doesn't
some.
wipe me. It's just one guy, but it's still annoying.
I don't even destroy them anymore. I just go in there and I smash the first computer, and then I just kill the scientist and kill the reinforcements. Because if you save up the grounded pound for when the reinforcements come in, you just wait a second till they come over and you just
Right.
kill them with that. I don't know what that's called. It's that move.
I hope they add more of those next update or next
I'll-
DLC.
I wish
iconic
Bizarro,
anomalies.
I wish Bizarro had a pull. Just pull everything in and then just do all those AoEs and kill everything. One shot. That'd be awesome.
You could actually do that ground pound move when you're knocked over and everything.
You
I
mean,
shouldn't have said that because now they're nerfing that.
Oh no.
Somebody hears that. I use that all the time. You
You
knock
can
me
clip
over.
that a
fucking-
little bit.
I hit the ground and pound.
Yep.
You need to nerf that dude with the annoying stunning hand blaster shit.
I just hope they add more of those. I'd like to see like 2 more,
Yeah.
like on the next DLC, add 2 more.
Yep.
Just
Well,
not
it has
John
to be
Stewart.
current
Don't add
legends.
one with
It
John
has to be
Stewart.
current legends.
Oh, yeah,
Do
we're gonna
Hal
add-
Jordan.
Do one John Stewart. I want the knowing fat to go
No.
in your head.
No,
Stay
Hal
there.
Jordan would. A lot of people would love a Hal Jordan.
Yeah, a Hal Jordan one would be cool. Do a Hal Jordan and a Sinestro.
I'd love to see all of them.
I wouldn't mind seeing all of them either.
That would be
I
nice.
personally like to be myself. I mean, that's a good time, but I like to be myself, use my powers.
Well, it gives people a chance to try, different movement modes, different weapons, different powers.
God, I hate flight. For some reason, when you're fighting and you're Bizarro and you're like trying to be in flight mode so you can move around, like sometimes, like I don't know how, but you end up all the way up in the air punching down at people. Like I didn't fly up there. Like I don't know why.
I always stand on the ground whenever I'm fighting with PV with flight. I only fly whenever I'm trying to move somewhere.
I try. Like I was trying to do it really quick the one day. I did it in like 6 minutes and like 17 seconds or something. So I was trying to stay in movement mode so I could move around quick. I was just seeing if I could like beat my personal best.
The bad part about that is you actually walk faster when you're in combat than when you.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, flight is very slow in combat.
Flight is so awkward for me.
Well, I always didn't like flight for the combat, but like outside of combat, it's easier to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the Tier 5 alerts, I take flight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
getting
you
caught
definitely
up
have
in
the
that.
advantage with flight.
Like that healer today was super speed, and he was having a hard time keeping up.
I bring everybody to the party when I'm in Central City and the Metropolis part.
Yeah.
Everybody is constantly following me.
But like, I'm bringing some friends.
And it seems like a lot of people don't know that they changed the 3 bosses in Central City, or I call them bosses, the monsters or whatever. They don't drop the plans anymore, right?
Right.
I know.
They don't drop anything but like an 81, 82 level piece of gear.
Like that guy today.
I think it's just 81.
Yeah, we ran it with a guy today that didn't realize that, and he was over there by himself, and he goes, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, he must not know,
The only reason to do that now is if you're brand new to it and you need the feet.
You need the feet, yeah. If you don't have the feet, there's no reason to do it.
Not by choice.
Unless you're
unless
like
you're just,
brand new,
Yeah, or unless you're just a badass and you just want to kill everything out there. I like the way they're designed, so I like fighting them. I think they're a challenge, a good little warm-up challenge.
Yeah, they're not too bad. I mean, it wouldn't matter to me either way.
Yeah. The thing I hate about those, they could probably get rid of the Central City part altogether and just start us in the museum. I just,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
hate all those Reapers out there
Yeah.
and everything that's grounding you constantly and slowing you down.
Or give a mark of reality.
Yeah.
for beating the Destroyer, give us a mark of reality.
Yeah, you spend 10, 15 minutes out there,
Yeah.
and really you get no reward for it at all.
Or have a feat for, like, you led 500 scientists or something over to 500 take a long time, but maybe 250 scientists, kind of like the Luther vehicles, have a feat. They needed to have, I was a little disappointed about the number of feats involved in Origin Crisis. I really thought they were going to have more feats involved in the whole.
Well, I think there's plenty of feats. I just think people are just getting them so fast because they're running it constantly, and that they're all 10-pointers.
Yeah, that's
pretty much
annoying. The no touching feat is a 10-pointer. I always thought that was a 50-pointer.
It should be. I mean, it is as difficult as it can be.
Yeah, I still need to get that one.
Oh, yesterday we ran it. 2 DPS. Or actually, today we ran it. 2 DPS. They didn't even get close to touching shields. And we didn't get the feat.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You just gotta kill
Did you?
the one dude before the other guy even comes out.
Yeah. Did you die one time or anything like
No,
that?
we didn't die.
I'm telling you, it might be to the point where it's glitched like the medic shields in FOS3. If they even put the shields up, you don't get it.
That's what I'm
It might be
thinking.
that bad.
No, because I saw it was gotten the other day, and it was with 2 DPS, and it was no problem at all. Then I saw it done with a tank, and they just pretty much pinned him against a wall and wouldn't let him move.
Yeah, we tried that one day behind the desk. But today I ran it, and everyone was like, "Do you guys have this feat?" And I was like, "No." It's like, okay, the 2 DPS just burned Bruce Wayne quick, and we did. I mean, they didn't even. They were on opposite sides of the rooms the entire fight, and we did not get the feat. So I don't know what happened.
I figure as long as you don't get nobody gets stunned, because as soon as the shields touch, everybody gets stunned.
Yeah, we didn't get stunned. We didn't get stunned
then
at
you
all.
should have got the feat. Yeah.
I thought we had defeat. I was
Well,
like,
that's DC though. Sometimes you have to do this stuff twice in order to get it.
yeah, I was pissed.
Twice, 3 times, 4 times. Who cares?
And then I was
Running.
like, well, it's just a 10.
Until
point
it
anyway.
just gives it to you.
Pretty much.
It's like,
Then you
it's
scratch your head trying to figure it out.
just a 10
Well,
pointer.
like how I got the missile feat. Now I'm pretty sure I took a hit from those missiles.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Okay.
Or even if the missiles get launched, you shouldn't get it. Even
Yeah,
no
well,
matter if you take
I
damage
took
or
some
not.
damage from some missiles, and I got the missiles missed feat. So
Yeah, so
good job, DC.
Yeah. I want them
I
to
think-
fix the one thing I want them to fix with the new stuff is the Viking style. You know,
How it
used to-
doesn't show up in your style list.
right?
oh really?
Yeah, because Viking isn't available for trollers. I've been picking up pieces and it says collected on some, but I don't have a style listing for it. I have to guess what I'm missing to finish it.
Well, that sucks.
Right.
Shows
Yeah,
up
so
for
you won't know.
mine.
It shows up in
Yeah,
mine,
because it's
Goes
a
up
tank
mine.
style.
but I finished it.
Yeah, it's a tank style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got it on my healer too. I get in that, and I still have it showing up.
Well, I think you
Well-
get it from the like the boxes from the challenge lobbies, duos or whatever.
Probably. It's not available for trollers.
Well, I started
No, it's
off
not.
with fire, so I've got it in mind.
But you're technically a healer too now,
Yeah.
and I think it's a healer style now too.
It's just not a troller style.
Right.
Huh.
I don't know if anybody's completed this set. I haven't completed it yet, but
No.
I'm curious if the feed will actually give you credit.
I just need the shoulders. That's all I know.
I've got the Viking style done.
I only need a couple pieces.
I just need one more for my healer from the Seraph set.
I can't
That's
get.
okay,
I
yeah.
can't get that to save my life.
Well, if it's in the tier, the only piece I'm really missing is the one from Smallville. I know exactly where it comes from, but I just can't get it to drop at all.
I
Or
have the
people
Seraph
loot it
section
from you.
included.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, there's just like a whole bunch of like small little styles that are in like tier 1, tier 2
Yeah.
alerts that
Yeah, and then you can be like Kaiser, and the new lock boxes. Every time he opens one, he gets the freaking lethal zealot or the freaking mass mercenary or whatever. I've never seen the luck involved in. Oh my
Oh, I
god!
got one
has
of those
all that
pieces.
stuff gotten pretty cheap on PS3 side.
No,
It's going down.
it's going
not
down,
cheap,
but it's not cheap.
It's gotten serious. It's
How
gotten
much
really
is it?
cheap
I
on
should have sold
PC
one of those
side.
pieces.
What's your Kaiser sold one? What did you sell one the other day for? 20 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
those
got
have
the
dropped
hands
down. I'm glad I sold it
The
because
no-
that
the
same
Noble
piece now
Warrior
is worth
set-
less.
The Noble Warrior set you can buy nowadays for like 4 mil.
Not on
The
the
entire
PlayStation.
set.
You might be able to get like you might get
Cybernetic belt.
You'll
I'm
get
looking
one
at a
piece for 4 mil.
Cybernetic belt right now is like 690K. Cybernetic boots 1.3 mil. Cybernetic
Yeah.
breastplate 3.5 mil.
You should buy that and mail it to me. I'll mail you
Yeah.
back the money.
You mail it from the PC to the PS3
Yeah.
For cybernetic, all I need is the leg plates and the shoulders.
The
And
legs
there's a-
alone for Noble Warrior is 7.5 mil, and that's the
The
cheapest.
legs for Noble
Wow.
Warrior. I've traded a red aura for my Noble
That's
legs.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and the styles are really nice.
I want the time traveler chest. I dig that style.
I do too.
Nah, I can't use. I have it, but I can't wear it because it would cover up my lightning bolt.
I want to put it on my tank.
Yes, we know Black Adam.
Yeah, okay, Borderlands characters. I don't want to hear it.
I only have one Borderlands character, and his name is General Knox.
It doesn't even make any sense.
It's not supposed to make
Yeah.
any sense.
He's going to make another.
What, Claptrap? Anyway.
So did anyone-
He's going to make a quantum troller once he figures out that one move is like Maya's action skill, and then he's going to make a siren.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Glenn?
I say a
Did
couple.
anyone check out the red or green energy weapons?
I looked at them in the marketplace. Everyone likes
That's
them, it
about it.
seems.
Yeah, the red ones are pretty cool. The
I'm
green
not
are cool if
interested.
you're hard light.
I'm not going to
I'm
pay
here
$5
also.
for it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll wait until I get 500 station cash from my monthly.
I wouldn't even. With just me, I wouldn't even use that.
Replays. I spent mine on replays today.
Yeah, my only question is, why didn't yellow come with it? Why red?
Well, that's because they're going to come out with a yellow set. It's going to be yellow and blue.
They're gonna release another grouping of them. They release them in pairs.
Yes.
So they're making everybody on the villain side that's light.
When did they
BPL left out.
announce yellow and blue coming? And I guess in Friday Night Legends.
It was in the forums. They accidentally put it on the European side, and then immediately took it off.
I didn't know that.
So you guys watch Friday Night Legends?
Yeah. So what was up with Friday Night Legends?
Legends.
They tried to
sucked.
They tried to do Nexus. They failed, and then they went to.
Yeah, I heard they failed horribly.
They went to Fortress 2. Really?
Well, no. What happened is they had the heroes. The heroes went into Nexus, and then they had some villains that went to FOS 2, and they failed on the bridge. And evidently they were having some. Well, technically they were CR53, tunes. So it's not like they were overgeared for it or anything. And
Why were they only CR52?
53. Well,
53.
because their villains evidently, their villain league isn't as established, I guess.
Maybe the villains.
Neither is their hero league.
Well, they evidently they had some problems. Their voice chat wasn't working. Their chat wasn't working very well, and also they had a couple DCs.
Listen, the hero shit is so easy. The Lex Luthors are so easy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. The Lex Luthors are cake. And they got their asses kicked in the second boss room?
Yeah, the second room. Yeah.
That's terrible.
They couldn't. The problem was they didn't have enough DPS to burn it down. That's from what I watched.
I'm watching it right now. This guy's just crapping on them.
The biggest problem.
Commander Lex.
The biggest problem with the whole Friday Night Legends was that they were talking too much.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
It was terrible because they would never let the devs say a word, and then they were just repeating themselves over and over again about how great their league is and 21 years old and older, and if we don't want no kids, and if you're this, go to our holdsquare.com website, and just pimping that stuff out constantly. They're
not going to get anyone wanting to be in that league if they can't beat Fortress 2 Bridge.
God, they should have me on here. Jesus, show them how to fucking do it.
Maybe they need.
I'll go out on a limb here and say their league is pretty bad.
Maybe they need some kids in their league.
Well, maybe they were just having a rough time because they were on the spotlight.
Well, they were constantly defending themselves, saying we usually take undergeared people in, and we'll usually show them the ropes and teach. So we usually stay in this area, explaining the entire fight for a long time, and then we'll go ahead a little bit, and then we'll stop and explain it again. Pretty much, they were just saying that they run with a lot of people who just don't know what they're doing, is what they were saying.
Yeah.
They got like one person on the team that knows how to do it, and that poor person has to explain it to everybody else and hope that they listen.
So you want me to contact Maps and put the contract killers hat put the contract killers in the hat? Maybe we can.
Do we have enough group here to actually do that?
Well, there's a waiting list of about 30 leagues right now.
Yeah.
How many of those are good leagues, though?
I don't want to toot my horn, but if they want to see a league beast or Nexus, they should hit me up.
The crappy heels league.
Crappy heel will solo Nexus to prove how badass he is.
Yeah.
Well, we had a 36-minute.
Yeah, you're using that. You're using that lightweight glitch. I seen Rock shouting for hard light DPS.
Oh yeah, when he's pugging it, he's doing that.
What order did you go with the bosses?
We just try to keep the hard ones for the second and third boss. Like we'll try to keep Ninja or Future for a second and third boss,
right.
And then we'll have like GCPD and Primal or somebody shitty at the end.
Yeah.
We don't like to get Ninja Batman at the end.
Oh yes, Ninja Batman is terrible.
Dude, Ninja Batman is, and you don't want to get Ninja Batman in the third room either. I mean, it happens, but...
Is the third one the security room?
I don't know. That's the one where they do the AoE pull and pulls everybody in.
Yeah, that's a hard room for him to be in.
Mm-hmm.
He's hard regardless, wherever.
Ninja Batman is just too beast. He if there is something that needs to be toned down, it's Ninja Batman.
Yeah, I mean, you can go into you can get any other Batman in any other room, and be a cakewalk. You go against him, and it's like, oh God, we made it, guys. All right.
Ninja Batman
You know.
will shut you down sometimes.
Yes, he will.
You know, and some people are, oh, you're standing too close together. No, Ninja
Yeah.
Batman is a beast. Like, the heroes on the forums, they just don't understand Ninja Batman. They're like, oh, whatever Lex Luthor moves around. Like, no, he don't move around like
Right.
Ninja Batman moves
No.
around.
Yeah,
I
every
don't think he
video.
hits as hard either.
He
No.
only does single target moves. Like, Ninja Batman will just wipe out 3 people, and they could be standing pretty far apart, and he'll just kill all 3 of them.
Now, here's a question for you. Now, whenever you're fighting Ninja and he knocks somebody out, do y'all go and pick him up immediately? Because I found if you go and try to pick them up immediately, he will throw down some cow traps or do something and kill whoever's there. You got to wait a second to pick up somebody.
Yeah, he does something weird and puts, like, a heavy dot on you that'll be hitting for, like, 1,400.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
can't.
what it is.
You just can't go right over there and pick that person up. You got to wait till he moves on to somebody else, and because he has some vendetta against picking people up.
He has
He's
some
like-
vendetta against Crappy.
God, he's relentless, man.
He
He
is.
just comes at you until you're dead. He would just chase you down and chase you down. And there's only so many 2, 4, 8 grand hits you could take, you know, like, I mean, come on with these 8 grand hits. Jesus. I mean, you could kill us, but you don't have to hit us for crazy numbers like that.
Well, I was watching
He's
the
a
Luthers.
challenge.
I was watching the Lex Luthers. They don't hardly move around at all.
No, they just sit there and take it.
Listen, the Lex Luthers just stand there. And there's one Lex Luthor, I don't know which one he is, but he'll stand a little bit away from the tank and range him. But he's still always looking at the tank for the most part.
Yeah.
Space Commander.
Hey, Glenn, have you been in Nexus yet?
Nope.
I don't know why everyone's up on this lightweight glitch. That shit has been here forever, too.
Yeah, but here's
What's
something. I was
With
looking
the
at a
light
guy's
DPS.
I was looking
Yeah.
at a guy's chat today in the Hall of Doom. He said he was using it. They were using it to kill the boss on the other side of the door.
Oh, yeah, there's some people that do that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. I think I guess you just need a mental and a hard light. And they throw the shit at the door, and somehow they're hitting the boss through the
Yes.
door.
That's what one guy was talking about today, and
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
they were all like going off on him for even talking about it.
Because they don't want it nerfed. It's like
I
the
was
bridge.
in a pug
What
group,
happened
and
when
they
they
That's
were
what
fixed
I'm
trying
that?
it,
talking
they just
about it.
couldn't-
It's
They
going
couldn't
to get
do
nerfed.
Yeah.
Watch. And the people
Yeah,
that are
I'd hope so.
it's pretty lame, and if you're
That's
using that as a
very lame.
crutch to beat it,
Yeah.
with a
You
whole
might
bunch of like
necessarily don't need to
hot
nerf that.
fixes
What they
coming
need
out.
to do is make you not be able to hit shit through the door.
yeah. But if how good of a DPS are you if you're only doing one thing? You know, oh, I gotta put down this lightweight so that this mental guy can throw it.
Yeah, that's
Well, you know, the mental guy has to do his 50% or 60% buff so he can do more damage.
Well, the only issue I see with it is if people, I haven't seen it myself, but people are saying it gets upwards maybe 8,000 damage. You shouldn't have a single cast power that's doing more than supercharges and orbital strikes.
Sometimes 18,
That you can
20.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. It should max out at maybe
It is a little
2 to
OP.
4 at most. 2 to 4,000, not nowhere near 10 or 20.
and the troller gets the credit for the damage.
No, you have to have 2 DPS doing it.
Oh, okay.
You get a mental DPS and a hard
You
level.
won't hit as hard
okay.
as the troll is doing it.
Okay.
Because I remember when I was mental, I used to pick up the meatballs and
Yeah.
magic, and I would throw them at the statues and shit, and they'd hit for like 5, 6 grand.
Yeah, but controllers could do that as well.
Mm-hmm. That's what I used to do with it.
Yeah.
$3.99 it would hit for, sometimes a little more.
Hey,
So
there
like
you are,
that,
Glenn.
that telekinesis has always been pretty beast.
Nightmare Legion.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
I thought you were in some C name league.
Don't. I think it was like Conquerors, and then they switched their name to Nightmare Legion.
Okay.
And
You were gonna download the game on PS3 and play with us.
Well, see, then I found a league that's all like every time I get on, like you want to do gates, you want to do seeds, you want to do a raid of some sort. Like as soon as I logged in, I got an
you actually
invite.
talk to them?
Yeah, all the time.
Wow.
Cool.
What? you never you never talk to us.
But they talk to me as well. Every time I log in, they pretty much send me a group invite, and they're like, let's run something, Vagrant.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to say hello to Glenn all the time, and then I'd never get a response. So,
Because
hey,
you expect me to get on Vent all the time.
Well, he's a
don't
big
even
YouTube
use your
star now.
keyboard.
I didn't expect you to, but it would have been nice. But like, hey Vagrant, what you? And then no comment, whatsoever. I said, hey Vagrant, send you a tail, no comment. So I said, all right, I guess you don't want to talk. But yeah.
You should hear our league.
What's your CR right now?
On.
Oh, I'm not even worrying about T5. I'm trying to get skill points.
Uh-huh.
I haven't worried about it at all.
I just bought another piece today.
What, T5?
Yeah.
T5.
Yeah, I'm not even too worried about it.
I need my head and shoulders.
I'm full T5, 3 pieces of DPS too. I'm working my way up.
Man.
Yeah, Crappy's on it, man.
Yeah.
Kaiser's on it too.
Well,
Kaiser's...
a lot of loot drops though. A lot of DPS loot drops, and our DPS already have it. So
yeah.
then we just have a need op on the DPS gear.
And Kaiser, he wins every roll, so I mean he's gonna be tier 6.
Here we go. Are you still mad at my rolls on exceptional kits?
He's won rolls on exceptional kits like 7 in a row. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just.
Congrats.
He's hacked the damn game or something. I don't know.
He's got. Hey, it's those roll hacks.
I think
keep them updated.
I think he calls Meps at home every night and cries or something. They pick on me. So they throw
really?
him a bone or something. I don't know.
I feel like Meps would be the type of dev that would be like, I don't care. Like, I don't even know why you're calling me right now.
I don't give a shit.
How'd you get my number?
Well, see, it's all.
Stop phoning
it's all
me.
fair.
Jens
fair,
might give you a little something, but at the same time, he'd be a little rough on you.
Yeah, I think it all balances out because he might get the exceptional kits, but he'll never get that one style that he wants.
Yeah, that's how it usually
he
works.
does.
So true.
And in my defense, Shock, if a second one drops after I win one, I usually greed on the second. I don't need continuously.
And you
His
still get
greeds
it.
went over needs.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I greed like a 96 and I still get it.
It's not my fault.
See, there you go. Hey, look at it this way. You could be angry, but at least I'm on. We don't see Jay like once every week right now.
These guys have been in the first
happens.
room boss fight forever. Holy shit.
Yeah, they are really bad.
Yeah, Jay don't even show up anymore. He gave up on us.
Are you listening to them, the Friday Night Legends, or what they're actually saying?
No, I haven't muted.
Well, good. That's the only way you can do it, because they spend the first 30 minutes of the whole Friday Night Legends just talking about themselves.
Oh my god, they have 2 tanks and they were getting shit on like that?
Yes.
Oh man, that is embarrassing.
We're the greatest league ever. We can't beat FOS2, but we're great.
I mean, shit, you're excused from not beating Nexus. Nexus is new, but FOS2?
Come on.
You know, what was their league name? What was their league
Even
name?
if you're the correct gear to go in there,
Reapers.
like, there's still a tactic at the bridge.
You know, they should probably just disband and try and join up with Black Armada at this point. Because that's about the skill level they're looking at.
We pugged Fortress 2 with CR 43s and got by it.
Yeah,
And got the speed feat.
that's true.
Come on.
I think Jay's actually soloed meta once when
And I
everyone else
sold,
died.
that's the speed feed.
I
FOS2.
solo 1/3 of meta.
Probably now do more.
If I would have had a bow or long range weapon, it would have made it a lot faster.
As far as the Reapers go, I want to give them a little slack, but just the way that they were talking made that whole thing just not enjoyable at all.
I didn't
No,
watch.
the content
I
is
watched
still
about.
new, you know.
I watched
it's cool
like
to
15
your
minutes
ass
of
kicked.
it.
Don't talk yourself up and get your ass kicked, though.
Yeah, I only watched like 15 minutes of it too.
If we do get into that thing, if you actually put us up for that account, just explain to them and tell them that we are the worst league ever. We suck. Talk us down so badly so when we actually succeed, we can actually cheer.
Yeah, and then when we beat something, we're like, all right.
Oh, sweet guys.
Now we'll have BC and Wrath on there.
No.
Yes.
We'll have them explaining how to do pulse beam DPS. Ugh.
Every league needs their dark secret. Every league needs that one or two people that you just don't talk about. That just happens
I thought we
to
already
be
had that. Kaiser, that's you, isn't it? You're in the closet still.
Well, they talk about themselves enough.
Coming from the man that lives in the closet. But yeah, I think we're too small to be on Legends anyway.
Plus, I'm not
They
really.
want bigger leagues.
Plus, I can't be on. I work Fridays anyway, so I can't be on it.
I don't think anybody really could. We'd have to go get a bunch of people, random people.
Plus, we're not exactly PG, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
PG.
Oh, I know. I could never
PG.
be on there.
Oh, Crappy's league couldn't. Yeah, you all be getting high and.
Our league talk is fucking vicious.
Hold on, Yins. I'll be back in about 5. I gotta pack this bowl, man. Hold on.
It was like, hold up right here at this corner. We're gonna pack a bowl before we do this boss fight. That's why we have good coordination, because everybody stands there for 5 minutes. We take a break.
No, because none of you guys work and you all live on the game. That's why the freaking. It's got nothing to do with coordination.
I work all the time.
Rock Hardington's he can't have a job. He lives on the game.
No, he don't work. He has plenty of money, though, from working. That's why he's not had to work for a while.
I was going to say, he's on that game 24/7.
Lucky him.
It's kind of like
His
Kaiser.
sleep's been all screwed up. The other day he woke up at like 6 in the morning and started playing. And then he fell asleep by like 9. We were talking to him. Next thing you know, his PlayStation is just, he gets kicked off and he's just sitting on DC, but he's not playing. And we knew if he got off, he'd be watching Netflix or something, so we knew he just passed out.
Then Kaiser. See, I think Kaiser got hit by a city bus earlier in his life, and he's collecting some sort of settlement or something. So
No.
he plays 24/7.
No,
I don't.
Kaiser doesn't play 24/7. He plays 22/7, and he sleeps for the other 2 hours per day.
Yeah,
I'm not even on till the late afternoon, evenings every day. I'm nowhere near Rock
Oh,
Hardington.
horse.
Okay, Kaiser. Let's get this straight. You get on about the same time Count normally, and Jay normally gets, actually when Jay gets on, like around like 2 o'clock, right? Oh, your time.
It depends. Sometimes later.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I work. I stay on this game until about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock your time, and you're always here. All the way from there.
No. Sometimes I'll get off at like 4, and you won't see me till 10 or 11 at night.
Yeah, you'll be on Borderlands.
No.
You're on Borderlands, just offline.
I don't have a solid schedule. That's what I'll leave it at. But don't even try it.
Whatever.
No. I don't think you actually have a job, Kaiser. I think literally, like Count said, you have a settlement from something. So, how much coke did you have to drink to get a settlement?
No. Nope.
He's like, nope, I'm not letting you in.
I think he went down to Austin,
then it
Texas.
clearly wasn't coke.
Now listen,
So...
he went to Austin, Texas to check out SOE's development studio for DC Universe. I think he slipped and fell down the stairs. So they owed him like $1 million, and then they said, "Okay, you can win all the roles from now on for life
instances
on the game." Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's why they keep recycling stuff. All Kaiser.
because of Kaiser.
Yeah, Rob's laughing at you in the chat saying you don't have a solid schedule. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit changes week to week sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wake up at 10 sometimes, you wake up at noon.
You know what? Screw all you. And Rob, you're listening to this? You know what? I've only got one thing to say to you, Rob.
No, mute it! Mute it!
We got one thing to say to you, Rob.
Elmo
Thanks
voice.
for watching.
Hey, now, don't be alienating your one viewer.
Yeah, really.
Hey, that's why I said thanks for watching.
Yeah, don't be going off on our one viewer, man. Come on.
I'm not going in to what I do on a daily basis. Just leave it at that.
Oh man, and just logged in. He's still hard light, Liam.
Yes, Beast Hardlight.
I don't get why
Hardlight's OP. They need to nerf it.
It's still a decent power. See a lot less of them on PS3.
That's
That's
because
because
everybody
everybody
thinks
switched
it
to
sucks.
Quantum. Seriously.
It's still a good power though. Just
I'm not
because
denying this,
they
Kaiser. I'm just
understand.
saying. When the next new power comes up, half those people that switch are now going to become water or whatever the next power is.
See, that's really going to suck for them though, because that
Ooh,
doesn't.
I can't wait for waterboarding. That's gonna be the shit.
They're not going to have a super waterboarding.
It is. Ninja Batman is getting the first one.
I don't have.
Hardlight's still good.
I don't have a solid schedule. That's the new. That I might title the episode that.
Yeah, I was about to say that should be the title of the video.
Yeah, because every week I'm going to say something. I'm going to take whatever somebody from the podcast says and use it as the title of the show.
Wow, Kaiser,
Yeah,
that's
but I
what,
was
2 for
last
2
week.
so
You
far?
did Bob Was Up thing from last week. It's time for someone new.
Yeah, but you're the only one that's really given us anything worth putting up there.
Is that why you keep me around, material?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, screw you. Screw you both.
Hey, at least we're brutally honest here.
You're the troll. You're valuable.
Hey, you don't have to go.
Hey, we
through
have
raids.
another viewer.
You don't have to go through raids or alerts with that crappy ninja ice tank. A DPS that thinks DPSing is sitting there doing pulse beam all day, and a troller who remembers to do a pot every 5 minutes. And try and
That's
use
good.
that crap.
That's awesome, actually. You know, I've been trying to get them all killed at once many, many times.
It sounds like a pug group.
They are a pug group. I'm the only good one.
Hey, honestly, Kaiser, you can't say that I'm as bad as some of the tanks you've ran with.
Yes, I can. In fact, I'm downright saying it right now.
All right. Well, but at least I've had better controllers than you.
That's not even true.
Tanking is
How
pretty
do you know?
easy.
He's saying he's had better.
So, does anyone think anything's gonna happen this week?
No.
I think this next week's gonna be a slow week.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I agree.
I heard a rumor.
I think it's probably gonna be slow until
I heard
E3.
a rumor. What was your rumor, crap?
Uh-oh.
I can't tell you.
Well, then obviously it's
This
not a
jerk.
rumor.
It is a rumor. Only a few select people know about this rumor.
Well, you
It's
know,
gonna be big.
if it's a rumor, then you know it's supposed to be spread around.
Well,
Well, just
hey,
say it then.
well, how? Go ahead.
You heard it here first, yeah.
No, I don't know nothing.
Well, hey, here's something. Have y'all heard anything about the next DLC?
No.
All
I
the
think
power?
they're going to
I heard a
announce it.
rumor about it.
Okay,
I think E3 is gonna be where
Yeah,
they reveal
E3 is
anything
going to
about it.
do it.
Yeah, well, they said pretty much on the Friday Night Legends that there is no set schedule there for what the next DLC is going to be. So it might not be Halls of Power. It might be Trigon.
You know, that would actually piss off a whole bunch of PvP people. As sad as it's going to sound.
I hate
Because they were
It would-
expecting the Halls of Power for their next PvP.
And we know we have to keep the PvP people happy every
I was gonna
update.
say
Screw them.
it would please more of the fan base because there's a lot more PvE than PvP.
Hey,
Because
Kaiser,
Suns is
Yeah.
gonna bring a PvE.
are you watching the live stream?
No, why?
Rob's got your schedule for next week.
So what is Kaiser's schedule now? I want to know.
Take a crap at 234, meet his drug dealer at 256, log on to DCUO and win an exceptional recovery kit at 311, and then make a tofu sandwich at 317.
Ooh, at least you're healthy.
317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317. 317
Pack a bowl at 420.
And wait for Shockula to hopefully log on so you can run Brothers or Family.
What is this world coming to? I swear to God, you win one Mega Millions ticket, and then everyone wants to make fun of you.
You won a Mega Millions.
At least we're getting to the truth, Jay and Ninja, about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a millionaire.
He's
so
the
that
Volting
means
Morning.
that-
Kaiser, I want you to know that I always defended you, by the way. If you won
Just
that
like
Mega
Oh,
Millions ticket.
hey! You know, Kaiser, and in his back, behind, whenever you're not here, behind your back, he says he hates you.
If I ever won it, I would not tell any of you.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Sell
Person on earth
cocaine.
that you would tell. I know that for a fact.
Rob's wanting to know if the Teen Titans Tower is going to be in the Trigon DLC.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't think they're going to do Trigon next.
Well, no, Trigon's
The
not
only
X.
thing that I'm kind of disappointed, well, one of the things I'm disappointed with DC Online is that they can't seem to get any new characters in, and the only time you ever see someone new is during a seasonal event.
Right.
Well,
Well, that's
part of
because
that.
you got to have an artist to actually draw them and animate and everything like that, and they just don't
Yeah,
have the resources, evidently.
They're like,
Yeah.
nah.
And the other thing is legal issues like crazy, dude. Like some of those characters they can't actually use for one reason or another.
Well, I was
Literally.
gonna say they can bring in Clarion the Witch Boy and Phantom Stranger, but they can't throw them in an instance.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Like the most random group of characters that you know. Oh well, whatever.
hey, you know, maybe they don't want to put him in an instance. Did you ever think about that?
I don't know.
I mean,
They
it's
just
like
have a-
Kaiser, not divulging to any of us that he's actually a millionaire. He's not going to give anybody any money. Do they want us to know why they're doing any of this? No.
Okay. Look. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Schedule wise,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
groundbreaking
still
news.
straight
here.
up.
He's
Groundbreaking.
still on that. But yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
y'all need to quit it.
I'm gonna be straight up with you on this.
No,
Quit.
seriously. No, but honestly, I don't make a lot of money. I don't work full time in this game.
You're in the witness
It's-
relocation program.
No, I just don't like spending money going out all the time. It's like I'm on the game a lot because,
I think
times
I
are
think
tough
what
and it
Kaiser's trying
saves
to
me money.
tell us-
I'm not. I sometimes do stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. It's not like I'm 9
I
to
think
5
what
every
Kaiser's
day.
trying to tell us is that he's one of those guys that's still in his mom's basement
No.
and gave up his life for DC Universe Online.
Oh fuck no!
He sells
No.
cocaine. He
That's
sells
No,
cocaine.
Ninja. That's
No, he gets up early in the morning and goes and around and collects scrap metal and
Sells
then
cocaine.
recycles it.
Wait. How much money do you make off that?
You can make some
Cocaine or scrap metal?
good, you can make
Kaiser's
some good
like,
money,
man.
man.
If
The
I could do
Kaiser's
that,
like,
I don't have to show
"Well."
up for McDonald's tomorrow.
They're actually charging for. This is crazy.
What?
Well, I got a Moon and Night soundboard, and for the downloads they were charging. Never mind. We're getting off the subject.
what? We had a subject?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, the subject was harass me about stuff I don't want to talk about.
All right,
Talk
we'll
about it.
leave Kaiser alone, man.
We never asked
Yeah.
you to talk about anything, Kaiser. We're just harassing you.
Well, I mean, let's admit it. It's a slow week, and none of us have really, except maybe Crappy and Liam, none of us have really attempted Nexus too seriously in the last week.
Yeah, I've done it twice this week, and it's unfortunately the first time was on League raid night, and we got stuck with Ninja, and it just ran out of time before everybody had to get off, and then ran it again, and our controller and one of our tanks, who was actually tanking that night, both live in the same town. You know, they're cousins, or excuse me, uncle and nephew, and their power went out, so we had to. Yeah, it didn't end well because of that. But we were at the last boss and their power went out.
That sucks.
Yeah.
These guys on Friday Night Legends didn't
Hope
finish
my
either way
internet
they
doesn't
did.
go out.
Well, it hasn't gone out for an hour and almost 15 minutes, so we should be good for like another hour, right?
We're not going to be on for another hour. Unless you
Well, I thought everybody was gonna start making
guys
fun of
have
me
some
next,
groundbreaking
so
stuff to talk about.
I might
Let's-
be running in
Crappy's
FOS too. I
rumor.
wonder if I
How
can get it.
How about we talk about leagues?
All right.
All right,
First league
since
stuff.
like the Friday Night Legends, the Reapers, they might be has some good players and not whatnot, but looks like they're a learning league to me.
Yeah.
What kind of league are y'all? Are y'all
Bunch of smart asses.
Yeah,
We're a douche league. Get it over it.
we're a bunch of geniuses.
See, my league, we're a little smaller, close knit, and we like to, get on at the same time every day. And we've had a bunch of new members come and go just because of they'll see us running stuff and they're like, "Oh man, you guys are awesome," and everything. And then we'll be like, "Well, we're not really looking for anybody else," and then
Right.
they'll be like, "Well, please." So we let them in, and we had this Russian guy join us, and he was like in Georgia, Russia, the country, and
Yeah.
and we were like, "Dude, you do not play at the same time we do. You are not going to be on when we are on." He's like, "Please, please, please." So we're like, "All right," we let him heal for us a couple times, and then got on this weekend, and he sent us a message saying, "Oh, you guys are on. I hadn't seen you in a couple of days." We're like, "We told you."
Yeah, we
dude."
told you that. Well, okay, like the contract killers, I get quite a few tells or YouTube messages saying, "Can we join your league?" But what they don't understand is it's kind of like just like 4 or 5 guys that just get together. A lot of times we'll just log in and bullshit. We're kind of on our own. Everyone gets in and runs their own stuff. And if we want to do something together, we do. But
Yeah.
Then we record it, put it on YouTube, and let everybody make fun of us.
yeah, or we get in there and just like make fun of each other. Talk
Hey.
crap to each other, and then it's not like a real. If you're wanting to get on and do a regular schedule and like get into a routine, we're not the league. You don't want.
Yeah.
We're not the league you're
Yeah,
looking for.
basically, a typical session with us is like if we all log on, we'll all do like our solo thing. A few of us might pug a bit, the usual. We'll talk a little trash. Then Ninja over here will start talking and correcting people like he knows everything. We'll just smile and nod for about 5 minutes. Then-
Yeah, you got to
it's
pay
each other,
attention for a little
go
bit.
back.
To sum up our league, we're a small league that mostly don't even run with each other.
Right.
We just pug different
Right.
stuff.
Mostly because you've been delinquent this week.
Delinquent. What's delinquent?
Means he doesn't show up.
Yeah, we definitely
Really?
don't have a solid schedule, as Rob said. But
Yeah.
we're full-time players. We've all been playing since the launch of the game. I mean, we're not.
I think
Guys,
that's true
that's not
for
necessarily
everybody
true.
in this.
That's not true.
Podcast.
Kaiser hasn't been playing.
Well, give or take a month.
give or take like 3 months. Yes.
Oh, well. Like, I've been playing since launch, and I don't consider myself a casual player. I mean, I'm a serious
Yeah.
player, but sometimes I just get on. I don't feel like being serious,
I've been on most of the game. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that you weren't here since beta. You
And
actually
from
told
what-
me.
from what I'm
I
hearing-
quote. I do not want to pick up this game. I don't think it's worth it. 3 months later, you're playing this game.
Okay.
And you're
And to
addicted.
quote what I've heard from other people, it might not be a bad thing I missed the first 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
I
you
heard
weren't missing
update
much.
4 or something was terrible. I heard like a few weeks it was just complete trash. The whole hack for a month thing was irritating for people.
Were
you
you
know-
weren't there for the hack, were you?
No, I came in after it. Like,
Yeah.
I was there. For the
I
hack.
probably missed some bad times at the beginning. Not gonna lie, I'm here for the good part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right. You
was there
missed
for
it. You
the
missed a sweatshirt that they gave everybody for the hack.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
wow,
a
I missed the
character with
sweatshirt. Big
sweatshirt.
deal.
I've
The
only
only
been
thing
playing
I'm
for
mad
3
at-
months.
The only thing I'm mad at is I want the 50 feet points for surviving the hack.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot you don't get that 50 feet
Yeah,
point.
I want that. That's about it.
That is kind of actually the irony of the entire situation.
I'm short 50 feet points. SOE, please correct this.
I
want that feat when I log in next.
I wanted to like message SOE and be like, hey, I have one character that has it. Can you just give it to all my characters, please? Like, come on.
Or just put a mission in that gives the feat, like Joker's trying to hack this, and you stop it, like survive the hack.
Nice. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, do a special mission to give it to all of us at this point.
I just hear jealousy in your voice, Kaiser.
Hey,
Yeah, because
Ninja, how would you
everybody
like a
has
nice
to be
cup
fair,
of shut
right?
the F up?
No, thank you. I prefer you to keep that to yourself.
Oh, are we bleeping ourselves out nowadays?
No,
guess.
no,
No, guess
no, we're
not.
not.
I got to put the parental advisory warning. Great, thanks, guys. Wonder if they can
Really?
hear my
Really?
soundboard.
I can't. I hope other people can't.
Wait.
Nope.
Did you guys in the live stream hear that?
I hope not. By you guys, he means Rob.
There's two people. No, there's actually two other people inside the thing right now, Kaiser.
Is their name Wrath and BCD?
So
No, it's probably Shock and Glenn.
No, it's Rob and Memoir.
No, I'm not on it right now.
I'm not on it right now either.
Memoir?
So
What kind of name is
Playing-
Memoir?
I'm on DC.
Me too. I'm in a Brothers right now. We just took out Luther.
I'm collecting exo bits until we go into FOS 2. I wonder if it's going to be like the Reaper's run. Maybe
Yeah,
going to get stuck at the bridge.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't
Hey,
watch it.
did you ever get that speed feat?
I think, I asked my league specifically just now, can we do FOS 2 for the speed feat? And he said, sure.
I know you were always asking us to run you through there for the speed feat.
Yeah, because the one time we did run it, we didn't get the speed feat.
I got
I
that
was
with
like,
a
dang.
bug. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, it was funny. Vagrant would log on. As soon as he log on, he'd type in chat FOS speed feat, and we were like, "No, dude, we're doing this. Wait a little while, and we'll do it." And he'd log off, and we're like, "Oh well." One day we ran FOS 2, did the speed feat, and he logged in and said FOS 2 speed feat. We said, "We just did it, man. You missed out." He's like, "Oh," and he logged out. I'm all mad.
I don't remember if I was mad. I probably didn't really care that much.
You mad, bro?
That's probably when I was like, it's
You're
about time
mad.
to find a new league.
Oh,
Well,
he mad.
All I know
He
is
mad.
you got on Vent, and then we told you, and we laughed about it, and then you logged off the Vent and didn't get back on for a long time. You seemed mad.
You
Hope-
jelly
Really
roll?
not
I'm
much
glad you weren't
Things that
mad.
get me mad except for PvP.
That's good.
You want to see me mad, like, play PvP with me.
You haven't played with Kaiser.
PvP makes everybody
Roll
mad.
with roll against Kaiser for about 3 straight weeks. See if you get mad.
I'll roll in some healer gear then.
hey,
I have
at least Kaiser hasn't ninja looted me out of my gear. That's all I have to say about Kaiser's rolling.
Yeah.
You're still mad at BC in the tank utility battle, aren't
Yes.
you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
blame you.
now
on-
that he's fought some and he can't even use it.
I don't blame you on
Glenn.
that.
Hey Glenn,
Hmm.
do you know what the your name means? Your tune name, Vagrant. Yeah, do you know what that
Yeah,
means?
it's like a drifter.
Yeah, it's a person.
Yeah.
It's
Who
a
wanders.
person without a settled home or regular work who wanders from place to place and lives by begging.
You're a nomad.
That fits.
I mean, does it?
Was
I
that the
don't remember
educational
begging
portion of
you
our,
guys for
of our
anything.
podcast?
Anyway,
That was the educational portion.
yep.
All right, we're done.
We've educated somebody out there in this world. Congratulations. We are now ending the podcast forever. We have taught somebody.
And now you know.
The more you know.
Ninja is the pure definition of douchebag.
You guys need to be listening to the Moon and Night comments I'm making on the live stream.
No.
Why? Give me one good reason why.
Because Shock's got a new toy and he wants to show off.
All right.
I've just got one for Ninja. I just got one for Ninja. It says, your logic is flawless, but I'm transmitting better ideas.
I want a
Okay.
Brainiac soundboard so I
Sorry.
could
Yeah, that'd be
put
cool.
a message on my answering machine of him.
Why?
I just dig Brainiac's voice. I don't know.
What would it say?
I would just have him say, leave me a message or something. I don't know.
Boy,
I am out conquering worlds.
this
I'm gonna,
episode.
yeah, there you go. I'm gonna just record him in the game and just splice pieces of his audio together.
Hey,
Make
if
him
you
say
do
what I
that,
want him to say.
if you do that, you should definitely mail that to me.
I think I'm going to. I'm just gonna go through all my clips.
I think the best voices in the game are, of course, Batman, Lex Luthor, and whoever voices Parasite.
Brainiac. Oh,
Tell
I
you,
hate Parasite.
there's your perfect answering machine. I am out conquering worlds. Behold my avatars and leave the message after the beat.
And my schedule isn't solid.
God damn it, drop that joke.
Behold
Every time
my
I say
schedule.
something,
Kaji, you walked into that one.
Behold my intangible schedule. Kneel before the power.
Okay, Shock, I'll remember this.
So who's gonna go see the new Superman movie?
Me.
I'm
most
actually probably
definitely.
going to see it. Probably.
Dude, I haven't even seen the new Iron Man.
They have a 13-minute behind-the-scenes clip on superherohype.com for the new
kidding.
Superman movie. It looks cool. Who's making fun
Oh,
of me?
yeah?
Listen to this one. This is for whoever's making fun of me.
Can't even hear it.
Yeah.
What? Sorry.
You gotta turn it up, Count.
No, you have to be listening to the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I want to hear myself twice.
I don't want to hear yourself once. But anyway.
I'm watching these other guys, these fucking Gravity dudes, do this fucking, do the Nexus. I was just reading through the comments.
Shock just wants to talk about the Superman movie here because whenever he brings it up in League, he doesn't want to hear BC.
Oh,
Gonna be
you
epic.
don't like arguing BC about nothing? You should learn to do what we used to do, which is
How
let
he
BC let BC think he's right and just walk away. Just walk
how BC
away.
thinks that the Christopher Nolan Batman movies were terrible, and the best Batman movies were like the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. Like, really?
Cool body.
Jeez.
Everyone chill. Like, really? That over the new trilogy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you love those movies.
The only thing I
I'd
probably
love to
don't
make
like
fun
about
of them. That's about it.
probably the only thing I don't like about the new trilogy is they shafted Scarecrow, and Bane didn't have true venom.
Yeah, but Bane was still good. It was a more realistic Bane.
Yeah, I like
Well, the whole trilogy is more realistic.
Yeah, I like the Bane. Well, they're gonna make the Superman movies like that too, more realistic. You know, like what if Superman actually existed? You know, his big plot isn't like his
What if
big
Superman
enemy
actually
isn't foiling
existed and
Lex
Trailer
Luthor's
flies
real
away?
estate plot. You know, Otisburg. You know, it's an actual enemy. Like General Zod. You know, it's an actual crisis. It's not a. Lex Luthor's taking over California. You know.
He's pooping.
No, what I'm hoping to do is that when they do like the trilogy for Superman, I hope they go through his like origin and then Zod. Then I hope he goes to his next fight with Lex Luthor and Brainiac, and I hope they do his final one as fighting against Darkseid.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could do Darkseid. Darkseid is something it's better off saved for like maybe a Justice League movie.
That's more animated. Yeah, they
Yeah.
They need to put Darkseid in.
Well, they said they wanted to do a Justice League.
Well, they
Yeah.
have to do a few more movies first.
Yeah,
They
they
can't use
more
the-
movies.
I don't think they can use the Nolan Batman. They'd have to reboot Batman even for that.
Yeah, they're not going to use the Nolan Batman. No.
No, they already stated that if they're going to do it, they're going to do it with a new Batman. The first is going to start off with Superman. They're going to try to get. They're still trying to figure out who's going to be the part of the Justice League because they're still going to probably do a Martian Manhunter, the Flash, the Green Lantern, a good Green Lantern, I should say.
Good Green Lantern.
I wonder if they do an older
For
Green
sure.
Lantern or one like Arrow. Off of
No,
him.
I think they're probably going to do. If they're going to do a Green Lantern, they're going to do it on Jon Stewart.
Well, one of their problems was they were expecting the Green Lantern movie to be more successful and more popular than it was, and that kind of put a hitch. If that movie would have really gone over and been a good movie, you would already see a Justice League movie
I don't see
in
how that
production.
movie could have been any good at all. That
But
sucked.
originally, Hal Jordan was it depends on which one you're going through, but most of the time, the Green Lantern, a part of the Justice League, was normally John Stewart.
Well, in the animated, yeah, in the 90s animated, yeah, it was Jon Stewart, but
I think comics it was mostly Hal Jordan.
yeah,
It was Hal Jordan.
it was always Hal Jordan. Yeah, in the comic books until like the last decade or so. Rob's saying
All right.
Batman isn't realistic.
Honestly, I don't see a whole movie based on Martian Manhunter. I feel he would be something like if they throw in like Hawkeye was in the Avengers.
I doubt if they'd
Like,
even have.
I think what they're going to do is they might do a full movie on Superman, Batman. Then they might combine like the other three all together. I mean, the other group parts of Justice League.
Now, Flash and Wonder Woman need their own movie, and they should reboot Green Lantern first.
I'd love to see a good Flash movie.
I think they said that
do.
they wanted to do Flash in some way.
That would be hard to do, though. That movie would be difficult.
That would be difficult.
Yeah.
But if they do Martian Manhunter, they're going to have to boot up a first Justice League. Then a second Justice League they're going to have to throw on Darkseid.
They're not going to do Martian Manhunter. They're not going to add him in the Justice League.
They would just throw him into the movie.
Yeah, he'd
Probably,
be like
if they did
Hawkeye.
anything.
Yeah.
Like he's here.
But Hawkeye was actually introduced to us when we were watching Thor.
Yeah, Hawkeye was in the Thor
totally
movie.
lost.
Yeah.
And I don't even think half the people I was watching in the theater even realized that was Hawkeye up there.
Well, the
They
true
didn't have
fanboys knew it.
Yeah, but the
general public didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I never watched the Thor movie. That's the only one I didn't watch.
Really. It's good.
Hey, Crappy, you should get on here and sell Rock Harding in some of your complex.
Does he really need complex?
He's saying he wants to buy some.
Here's one for Crappy.
He needs to go to the fucking broker. Stop
That's
deleting
funny.
his shit.
You
It's
need
funny
to
how
go
people
into
used
you need to go into the looking for group tab and just shout Rock Hardington is now accepting any 1v1 scrimmage invites.
I always write fucked up shit in there when he starts writing. Like if he says craft and mods, I'll put something like, "Oh, don't trust Rock. He
Yeah,
won't
Rock's
give
a
me
ninja looter.
my mod yet. He stole my materials."
Rock's a ninja looter.
I always shout that.
I think I've ruined my iTunes recording with this stupid Aqua Teen Hunger Force Moon and Night soundboard. I just realized. Oh well.
It's all
You have
good.
failed. Oh well. You'll just rip it
Well.
off of Twitch TV again like you did last time.
Yeah, but it's gonna show up. Oh well. I'm not worried about it. Episode 9 is like, I don't know. Episode 9 will
It's
be
kinda
like
like- It's kind of like one of those ones where we didn't have anything to do, so we just made fun of each other until you decided to end this train wreck.
We all realize that we hate each other, so.
No. It's not that we hate each other. It's just that
It's that we hate each other.
Somebody write in LFG that they'll
It's
No,
just
Rock,
that there's
2
nothing
stacks
going
of simple
on, and
for
we don't have a
200K.
solid schedule for the podcast.
New power set coming in Halls of Power. Solid schedules.
yeah.
Hard
That
light
would be an
schedules.
awesome power. What are you talking about?
Hard light schedules.
Hard light schedule.
I know some people were hoping that they'd come out with different colors of hard light, like a tank hard light.
I see
or
people
other
trying to
hard
spread
light.
the rumor that Red
I
Lantern's
wouldn't like
the next
that
tank.
too much.
Yeah.
Some people
I
try
wish
to
the
spread that
villains
around.
were Red Lanterns instead of yellow. Yellow's kind of weak.
I mean, honestly, is this DC Universe Online or Lantern Online? Do we really
Well,
need power?
Yeah.
a lot of people wanted the Lantern Online experience. As sad as it is.
Well, then they should have hyped up the Green Lantern movie a little better.
No, they should have actually
No, they
stopped
didn't really
halfway
suck.
through and watched the movie and said, "Oh my God, we can't release this piece of crap."
I didn't think it
The
was that
script was
bad. I don't
so
really know
bad.
any of the stories, but
The script was so bad.
Oh, it was terrible. Oh my God, I almost walked out of the theater. It was so bad.
I saw it on TV.
Yeah, because it was probably on TV like a day later because it was that bad.
Yeah, it had a time delay. They were on a time delay about 2 hours, and then
They experienced Origin Crisis first.
And if you have a joint and watch that movie,
Crappy
makes
pirated
total
it from YouTube a couple hours later.
He took a break from looking up Fast and the Furious porn.
sense. Small Asian Male.
Oh,
.com.
Small Asian male,
okay.
for sure.
That's fucked up.
What happens when you go to Small Asian Male?
I don't know, sir.
Tell us what happens.
I don't think I'm going to find out, sir.
So, Ninja, what happens?
Oh,
I don't know. It's all right. If we really want to know this answer, we should ask Jay. He was the one that was looking up Fast and Furious porn before he broke his hard drive.
Hold on, you want me to go down the list of what comes in Google again?
Dude,
All
Small
right.
Asian
Do
Male.
it.
it will need
Do
more
it.
than a parental advisory if you do that. The show has just gone X-rated.
Hey, we prefer to be clear, triple X-rated,
I don't know.
3 times the more rating, so it's 3 times better.
yeah, we're
So enlighten us, Jay. What is there with small Asian porn? Since you're the one that likes to look up weird shit.
What are you talking about? I thought you watched it.
No.
all right, guys.
That's right. That's right. You don't have time delivering pizzas, and you laugh at me not having a solid schedule.
I do have a solid schedule. I work
Yeah.
open shifts at my
And you
pizza
guys
joint.
beat more dead horses than freaking
No.
a glue
Papa
factory.
John's boy over
What
here
How do
wants
y'all
to
get
know.
anything done?
Where's my pizza, bitch?
I don't know, where is your pizza? I don't even live in the same
No
city.
tip for you. No tip.
No, if I ever
Actually,
live in
Kaiser probably
Kaiser-
doesn't have enough money for a tip.
You're right, he doesn't.
Spent it all on replays.
Oh God.
Come on, we all know he does hand jobs behind the back of a store to get his cash for doing
Yeah,
it.
we all know what kind of tip you like, Ninja.
Oh.
All right,
I'm surprised
guys.
You know what that is, Kaiser.
Good times with the DCUO Project Podcast.
Yeah.
And we turn on each other.
Sad.
Oh.
It's not
It happens.
sad, it's the truth. Hey, Kaiser, just be glad Wrath isn't on here yet.
He's not going to be on here.
Do what?
He's saying Wrath on here. Wrath said said he didn't like podcasts anyway.
Good.
Yeah,
You're the one
I
that
say
said the
good.
podcast was gay.
Him or BCD on here would be a train wreck.
Isn't it already a train wreck? Why don't we
can't.
just make it like a 2-train collision?
It can't go any worse than tonight.
Yes, it can.
All right, for Kaiser it can,
Yeah.
but everybody else it won't be that much worse.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get back on track next episode.
Well, if
We had a
people are
track
looking
where-
for professionalism, it's not here.
Definitely not.
Come on, I'm a professional.
Yeah, you're a professional weed smoker. That's about.
Oh, you don't even have to be professional at that. Anybody can do it, really.
I'm just messing with you. I'm judging Crappy. I don't even know the guy, and I'm judging him.
Hey, you judge everybody.
We're
What do you
Facebook
expect?
friends. I'm a judgmental prick. I'm telling you. Anyway,
Good job, Jay. You just got low beams.
Just order a pizza from Ninja. It'll make it all better.
Yeah, I'm not in the same same genius. How the hell am I supposed to deliver it?
That's
Like,
not
really,
that's not
you
his
gotta-
problem. That's not his problem. You find a way.
I will not find a way to deliver a pizza that'll be freaking about 10 hours cold by the time I get to his place, guys.
Well, then you get on a plane, you go over there, and you cook it personally. Right now. Chop chop.
I couldn't afford that tip.
Oh, he doesn't want money as a tip.
He just wants the tip.
Just the tip.
Well, we have anything else DC Universe Online related?
No, I think we're
To
just
convey-
getting on each
I got
other's
a question for
Discord.
you guys.
Oh, go
Have
ahead,
y'all-
shoot.
Have y'all
Why
have
do we
y'all,
do this?
done Paradox? No.
I'm sorry.
Have y'all done Paradox? Got it.
No.
Yeah, I haven't even
No.
tried it actually.
Here's my question. How are you gonna do Paradox if people are having trouble with Nexus? You know, how and everybody's gonna be full, tier 5, blue gear, but then if you can't beat Nexus, you can't advance any. How are you gonna ever get Paradox?
Right. Well,
It's at least for the villain side, they're gonna have to do something about Ninja. Or
it's a
else
lot
nobody
more.
will ever be able to-
Paradox Wave is a lot harder, right? I haven't been in
Yes.
there yet.
I've been in there just to test out all the mini bosses, see if there's some mechanics. But they're pretty much, they look like reskins of like the avatars,
Right.
some of the avatars. But they hit super hard, even with full tier 5. You're not. I don't know who's beating it.
I haven't heard anybody beat Paradox yet.
A couple people beat it.
Really?
I don't think that I know, but some people on YouTube, like,
People claim that they've beaten it.
Pixar
They must-
didn't happen.
Somebody finding some kind of glitch or something or other.
for some reason we didn't even try that one. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I guess
that-
because right now we're happy with beating Nexus, and we're just trying to loot all the gear out of there. And for some reason, we've never even everybody's went in and they called me in, and like we were in there for a few minutes. We weren't even T5 though. We were just all green gear and shit. I was still some T4, and I'll tell you what, it fucked up pretty quick.
Well, I mean, maybe this week somebody will try it and they'll have something to report back next podcast. That'd be cool.
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't see
I got
me
some
trying that
footage
for
that I
another
gotta
couple of
put up.
weeks.
Yeah, the way I see it, people are going to be having to grind out, the gear out of Nexus just to get into Paradox, and so we'll have a long progression.
Yeah. I mean,
I just hate that the best gear is you can't buy it. You have to just get lucky.
Well, honestly, that's the way I think it should be, because you shouldn't
That's
be able
all
to just
MMOs.
grind one thing and then eventually get the best gear, because
Right.
you just replayed it enough. You shouldn't get the best gear based on how much money you have.
Well, then it becomes a style like the Norseman style, where like it's just one of those never-ending styles that you could never get.
Well, I think
That's how I feel like
it
this
should
is going
drop.
to be.
I think it should drop more, than the
I
Nexus
never
does.
see purple gear at the end of Nexus. I've seen a DPS waste, and that was it. No purple weapons, no nothing. Just
I
86
think they should have
gear.
made Nexus gear drop in other places.
Because now, like, it's kind of
not
over
Nexus,
for me. I go into
Horseman.
Nexus, and I don't look forward to anything except the last boss, which kind of
Really?
stinks.
Yeah, the marks have really become worthless now. There's no, I mean, once you buy all the tier 5 gear that you can, the marks are only good for turning into Triumph, and then
Yeah,
I guess
bad I
marks
couldn't
of
buy a
merit.
weapon or something.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be the best weapon, but maybe it could be like an 86 weapon or something
Right.
that I could buy.
well,
You know
those
what
weapons,
I mean? Just so I
yeah,
could have the weapon of my preference.
true. Those weapons
Even an
are
85 weapon would
really
be cool.
good that drop. Those are going to be super hard to get,
Mhm.
especially if you get the one that you want.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. Somebody brought up in the chat deserter penalties. We didn't talk about.
That's just like 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty harsh.
Well, it was bugging out where you would get a deserter for like leaving even solo instances and stuff, but they hot fixed that.
Why is it 10 minutes? Like, damn, that's a long time.
Well, I still think they shouldn't put a deserter timer on PvE, but they should be putting it on PvP.
Agreed.
That's about my only opinion on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sick and tired of people leaving out on me because they don't want to fight all the way through on a 3-round fight.
Well, all it actually did is make less people play certain PvP matches. Like, I was on my tank a few days ago, and I queued up for lair battles, and it took like 2 or 3 minutes just to get a 1v1 going. It's like, okay, fine. If I get paired up on 1v1s, I just won't play 1v1s.
A lot of people.
I think a lot of people stop playing it.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing PvE though. I mean,
I'm just saying, I could see a bunch of people like, I always get paired up against ice tanks. I'm just not going to do lair battles. I see certain game modes like that and 2v2 maybe dropping off because of that.
the week before the Origin Crisis hit, you could get an instant queue on a lair battle.
Not no more.
Yeah.
You can still get that, and it was game update 26 that stopped people from playing that.
Yeah.
Like, I could get into anything, and then they just leave the match, and it would be a waste of time. Now I'm not wasting 10 minutes sitting there waiting for somebody to get back in to actually play a match, because, my problem with 1v1s was always this. I get in there with my healer against an ice tank. They see I'm a healer, and they run away.
Yep.
What podcast is this? 9?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Episode 9. We have a missing episode. Episode 4 is like missing.
The lost episode.
The lost episode.
We should release that one day with just somebody screaming in the background.
Is
Be
it?
Kaiser. Ice tanks, ice tanks, ice tanks, ice tanks.
No more ice tanks!
Yeah, it's missing
I
off
have
of
an ice tank
iTunes. I don't see it on iTunes. I had
What
to
about
delete it from the archives from the podcast website, and so it's gone forever.
That's weird.
Yep.
What was that episode even about? Because I forgot.
I don't know.
Crack.
I forget.
It might have been my ice tank rant.
I think
People
it
made
was.
disappear so they won't get nerfed.
Yeah, I think.
So wait, that was like the
Oh.
4,000 viewed.
No, that was the Quantum one.
Oh, okay.
I think that was episode 5 or 3.
Oh.
It was either 3 or 5. I think it was episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of quantum, I missed out on last week, and I heard, someone, I can't remember who it was, talk about the quantum loadout. I completely, yeah.
It was erased. Rob says it was erased from the time stream Origin Crisis.
Well, as far as that quantum loadout goes, I completely agree.
With the double shields and everything?
Yes, the survivability with quantum is amazing.
Well, it's just the fact that the teleport's not reliable. If someone goes down right next to you, you're going to teleport away to walk back and pick them up.
And that shield
That utility.
with enough dominance and restoration, that shield is, super beefy. I picked up like 3 different people the other day just while the shield was still active.
Yep.
I look like a superstar with that shield and quantum tunneling.
Oh, you know what's really annoying that I just thought of?
Uh-oh.
Last boss, Nexus, alright? First shield comes up, waiting. Second shield comes up that you have to get into. The one person runs it over to the tank. Everybody goes to get in the other shield. What happens? Somebody gets that shit on them and it wipes the group. All the time. They just put that shit on it that one-shots everybody who gets next to you. How do they expect you to get in that shield if you're going to put that shit on them and kill them before the one-shot even goes off?
I know, that's what happened to us the other night.
Man, that is so annoying, and it's
if you
totally
get the
random.
shield-
It's not like a thing where it involves skill to avoid it. It's just totally random. Everybody, because we don't go into the shield till the last minute. You go
That's
into
right.
the shield at the last minute, somebody gets that shit on them and kills everybody.
Yeah, the survival shield and the death aura shouldn't be on the same person, ever.
hmm It's stupid. And it comes up as that just random times like that. Sometimes it'll be like the second time the shield comes up, and as everybody goes to get in it, bam, wipes everybody out.
And
Or
that's-
you're already in the shield and the one shot goes off right as you're spreading out. Somebody
Yep.
gets it, it takes out half of them.
They shouldn't be like stacking the mechanics like that.
Yeah. And see, I hate something like that because it's not even the last part isn't even about skill. The last part is about luck. If you get lucky enough not to get somebody with that shit on them, we call it AIDS. If you
Yeah.
get lucky enough not to get AIDS, you'll pass
Now-
that. But
now
if you
do
get in that shield and someone gets AIDS, you're killing everybody. Like, it's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. And
Absolutely.
it's hard to see sometimes, too. Like, if you're the person in the shield, it's hard to see if you have it, too.
Yep. Do you remember who your boss was that you were fighting at the time? I know when it happened to us, it was GCPD.
Yeah, we usually fight GCPD and Primal at the end,
If-
usually.
I believe if you have with Primal, you don't get that aura, do you?
You know, I think you get it out of all of them. I'm not even positive. I know it happens when Ninja Batman's in the room. Like, we always get it. I just thought it was a room mechanic the one time or something like that.
No,
But
I
then,
think it's boss specific, actually. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I mean, I know the red and blue aura that flashes is a GCPD, you know, like a police light,
yeah,
I guess.
see, that one's really easy to notice. But then there's one that's like, it's kind of like some white stuff on your face, like you're foaming from the mouth.
Right.
That one's sneaky. You don't notice that one really quick sometimes.
Yeah, it'll stun.
It just kills everybody right around you. And I watch the hero. When they get that stuff on them, bam, bright fucking green. You can see it plain as day. Ours, they sneak this little white foam on your face, and you go around and kill all your friends.
Yeah, it's really a shame the heroes have an easier version of it.
Oh, come on. They favor the heroes.
You know what? It's ridiculous with that stuff, though. I'm really
Yeah.
not digging that.
It makes nobody even want to, you know, when you it's all based on luck.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
if you're gonna
too
beat a boss.
random.
Yeah, there's no preparation you can do. There's
Yeah,
no
there's
gear
no
you can get
signal
to
that
survive it.
saying, hey, you're about to get AIDS. There's no sign to fucking
Yeah.
to
And
show it up.
instant. It's not like you can be like, oh, you got 3 seconds to get out of the way. You know, no, it's on you. People are dying.
hmm And it's terrible, like when you're gathering up in the shields. Like that's just stupid. You know,
It should
no
not be like
no
that.
amount of skill could avoid that.
Right. I mean, when you have to get in the shield to survive, if you're not in that shield, you're gonna die. But if somebody has that aura, they're dead anyway. So you're dead and dead. There's no way out around it. There's
It
no
would be
survival.
cool
At
if
least
they
the-
gave you a few seconds, if you got the stuff on you, and then they gave you a few seconds to get out of the way before it started killing everybody. You know, because then if the shields came up and you got it and you notice, you're like, all right, well, I have to go out here and I'm going to die. Just pick me up.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool.
Yeah, they at least need a better tell of it's on you, like an aura, like you said on the hero
It
side.
just needs to not kill people immediately so you have a chance to move away from them.
Right. And then if someone, you know, there's 2 shields. If one person that has the shield has the aura, you know, everybody else has to run to the other shield, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean-
and then the tank might die. You know, you never know when that happens. You know, it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And then 2 people can have the auras on them at the same time, you know. And it's just mad chaos. And then there's stuff on the floor you got to look out for, plus 3 bosses running around.
And
There's
I'm-
a lot going
I'm
on.
all for it being hard, but that stuff that kills everybody when you get it on you, that AIDS, is just totally uncalled for in that last boss fight, the
Right.
timing of it.
Well, that's
You know, it's cool if
that's
it's
not
going
just in
on.
the last boss fight. They do that.
Oh, yeah, but it's extremely annoying. You could handle it in all the other places, but then when
Right.
you have to actually be next to people in a shield,
Yeah,
that's
in the other rooms you can spread
It forces
out.
you to a close quarters.
Right.
Mhm. It forces you into a little space, and then they put that on you and kill you. Like, thanks, you know?
From what they're saying, it's basically you got 2 choices. You can stay outside this bubble and die, or you can
stay
get
inside
the
this
bubble with
bubble
this
and
guy
die.
that's got the status on him, and you're all going to drop dead anyway. So do you want to drop dead here or drop dead there?
Mhm.
A or B?
Or drop dead over there. Somewhere
great
way over there.
When you're
So-
all the way down, you're about to kill the last Batman, you gotta get in that shield one last time, and bam, kills everybody, and Batman has like less than a quarter of health.
Yeah, that so pisses you off.
You
I mean,
know?
all that time, all that preparation, it makes you just want to quit.
hmm
And then nothing drops for you.
Especially everybody goes in there, you know, supercharged, charged up, and everything like that. You know, everybody's ready, and then something stupid happens like that right at the end, and then you have those supercharges and stuff, and then you're like, "Come on, DC, really?"
Yep. And then you look at a hero video, and they're like walking through it like it's no problem because they got none of that bullshit on them.
That's what I know. I notice people's videos, and like, I never see them get that shit on them. Like, I watched the Odyssey video, and
Yeah.
one dude got it on them once.
Yeah, and then the Odyssey videos, although they're doing it in 28 minutes, you know, and all that stuff. I'm like, how much preparation had to go into them doing it in 28 minutes, you know? I mean, they had to like walk in and out several times just so they could get the boss they wanted, you know, I'm sure.
And I'll tell you something, Ninja Batman is putting up a fight. He's not going to let you kill him that quick because he has to jump around the room fucking everywhere. It's hard to kill Ninja Batman. It takes longer to kill him because of that.
He is the hardest boss in the game. He would smack Brainiac.
I thought
senseless.
Swamp Thing was a beast, but Jesus Christ, Ninja Batman just takes the cake.
Yeah, he takes all the worst things of all the bosses and just doubles it. The jumping around of Swamp Thing, not being able to be aggroed, the one shots, of like the avatars and stuff. I mean, you can't. There's no like mechanic to beat him. You just have to, hope that your group doesn't is working really well. They're not getting killed by auras. There's no stupid moments. We had to cycle, supercharges. We had to schedule who's going to throw their supercharge when. So when I'm done, you throw yours, and when I'm done, you throw yours. Just to get through a fight with him, and really that kind of coordination is good for when you're on Vent and everybody's talking together and voice chat and stuff. But pugs aren't going to be able to do that kind of coordination.
No way. Ninja Batman, oof.
You go against Ninja Batman and a pug, you ain't walking out of there with a. You're gonna take that
Not
L.
with a W anyway.
We didn't beat him. We didn't beat him. We got our butts
Your
kicked.
best bet is if you don't even think you're gonna beat the raid, just kill Ninja Batman first, so you fight him at the end. Because then at least you'll get all the way through the raid and get 8 marks maybe, 7 marks.
Get as many marks as you can. Because you ain't gonna make it you ain't gonna beat him at the end, Ninja. If you walk in there and Ninja Batman is the one that's in phase, you might as well walk back out.
You know what? He's not terrible at the end sometimes. I find Steam is more annoying at the end. Because sometimes you need to keep your distance a little bit or move somewhere. Say one of those white things is on the floor and you need to move back. That second you're moving away from something, he's mortaring everybody. He's going to mortar you if you're too far. So it's sort of annoying for that.
I find as long as you stay in that black circle, the middle circle.
Yeah, you got to stay right around it.
He's not going to mortar you, and as long as you stay in there, middle range, you're fine. He's no problem. Ninja though, you can't. It don't matter where you're at.
That white shit comes up on the ground, and you might have to move.
Yeah.
You step back. The moment you step back, he's all over you with it.
And that's another thing about the hero videos I've seen. It's like that white shit on the ground. You hardly ever see it on them. They have it like 1 or 2 puddles. But you look at one of yours, it's like you got 8 of them around the room. You're like trying to squeeze in between 2 of them. Yeah. It's like some dev who designed the map just really hates villains. Is like, haha,
I was watching those
That has
gravity.
always been like that, though.
I have like a Nexus guide, and I was watching it, and one of the dudes in the comment put something like, "Oh, too bad the heroes have an easy mode" or something like that. And Orbit was like, "Oh no, they don't. They're both the same. Both the same eyeball."
It's not even close.
I never played the hero side, but I've seen people's videos, and I know it's watching people's videos on YouTube is totally not the same thing as playing. But just by the boss mechanics, you could tell that they're easier.
Yeah.
Because no tank, no matter how good you are, 2 tanks can't aggro Ninja Batman continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah, steam-powered Batman is harder than any of the Lex Luthor.
Some of the heroes are claiming that their tanks are just really good. Oh, our tanks are beasts. That's why Lex Luthor is always on them. No, it's not because all hero tanks are fucking awesome. It's because Lex Luthor is dumb and he just stands there.
Yeah.
That was made apparent when they did that one special podcast, Meet the Council. The Batman wrecked the Luthors. Nothing's changed.
One Batman killed all the Luthors.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Ninja.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. His mechanics are just beast.
Ninja is superior to all.
Shut up, Ninja.
Wheels. Ooh, he's relentless. I don't care. I like it hard, but I think
I'm all for it being hard, but
equally hard
certain
for the
things.
heroes too.
I like it hard too, but there's just a time where you're like, man, forget
I want
this.
a clip
Ninja
of those statements looping.
I mean, until you figure out a way to like glitch him or something or other, people are gonna what is it, like 1 out of every 10, fights against Ninja succeeds? I mean, I was in a pug group the other day, and Ninja shows up. Oh, great. And we had to fight him for an hour and a half almost.
Wow. That's too tiring.
Yeah, and it's not like it was a bad group or anything, or anybody in it was, failing or not doing their job. Everybody was geared. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. We were just getting unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in a group that fought Ninja. We couldn't beat Steam Powered, the pub group I was in.
Just need to stay close to him.
We almost beat him. It was close, but...
Yeah. And another thing about Ninja, he does not like pets. If you have pets out when you're fighting Ninja, he will jump at those pets.
Yeah, pets make him jump all over
close.
the place even more.
Yes.
We don't call him we try not to call any pets out. No henchmen, no nothing. I mean, I use my pumpkin. It doesn't seem to bother him, but he automatically dies most of the time, because I'm always getting attacked. So my pumpkin basically dies off the bat. So I'm just using it for the trinket stat. But like henchmen and accomplices seem to make the Batman jump around more.
Yeah, I know.
It takes their focus off, especially the accomplice, because he's all over the place. The henchman, not so much.
Well, the accomplice is supposed to have an aggro, component anyway. Mm-hmm. But as soon as the fight starts, he jumps right at that accomplice and kills him and whoever's, summoned him.
Well, they probably did that intentionally. I mean, all those people complaining the home turf stuff made certain things easier. They're probably like, okay, we'll balance accomplice. You can have your pets all you want. He's going to go after him and kill him instantly.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been their balance to it. Like, we're not going to nerf the home turf pets anymore. We'll just make Batman kill them all. First priority.
I'll be right back.
Maybe so. And then when you go to pick somebody up, he's setting traps for you. He's like got a smoke grenade, or a smoke mine. And then you go to pick him up and throws cow traps, and 4 people are dead because they went to go. They all rushed over to pick up the healer. That just got killed. It's pretty ridiculous. If you gotta be patient, you gotta be on your game. You gotta be like in a zen state when fighting Ninja.
Think he won't attack you. Think he won't attack you. Think he won't attack you.
Yeah, it's like. And there's nowhere safe in the room. I've seen people try to jump up on the crates, and try to, go in the hole or whatever. All that does is bunch everybody up together, and where they get the ore on them and die.
You can't get away from them. You can't hide from them.
What's the hero equivalent to Ninja Batman?
There is
probably general. Well, the closest is like General.
They need to buff General up like Ninja Batman is, just to watch all the heroes can't beat it anymore.
I've seen the videos. Oh, yeah. He's not even close to Ninja Batman.
They need to buff whichever Luther's his counterpart.
They say he can teleport around like Ninja does, but it's nowhere near.
Yeah.
You're right.
They need to buff him.
Yeah. Because it's just not fair that, heroes are able to walk in there and post speed feat videos of it, whereas, it takes hours to beat it if you get unlucky on the villain side.
Yeah,
well, that's probably why. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ninja Batman's relentless. He doesn't care who you are, how geared up you are. Sometimes he'll just go around and he'll just take out a couple people.
Yeah.
No matter what your tank is doing to him, he doesn't care.
Yeah, it's like you don't even need it. It's like if you have a tank in there, the tank's trying his damnedest to do his job and, hold some kind of attention of Ninja Batman. But, it don't matter. He just says, well, I'm going to focus on you for a little bit, but then as soon as somebody drops their guard, boom, I'm going to get him. He'll come up behind you and just, like, rape you.
As soon as you're stuck in an animation, he's right on top of you.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
All the time. I'll be tossing the heel out. He'll come up right behind me. I'll see him, and he'll just murder me.
Yep.
Is Paradox Wave the same on both sides?
Yeah, I think it's the same raid.
That's probably why you don't see a lot of heroes beating that. That's actually a challenge.
Yep.
They can beat their easy. They can beat their easy Nexus. I don't see them beating Wave just like we are. They're so great to get a speed feat. Show us some Wave speed feats.
Well, their tanks are so much better,
Yeah, they should have Wave speed feats right now. They should be able to walk in with a pug and smash Paradox Wave.
Now I gotta say they
We'll
do
see it happen.
have whoever's Odyssey and all the people that are putting those videos
They're
out.
real good players.
They're
so, yeah.
really good.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Odyssey's top of the
Good.
line.
I mean, their healer, their nature healer, single healing, that speed feat run, that had to be tough. I mean,
Yeah, I'll never fucking.
if that healer got stunned, or knocked down, imagine the pressure everybody
Oh,
had
he
on.
did. He got stunned by the Nexus drone the one time.
Yeah,
I was
and you see
watching it.
everybody just scramble to,
Right.
just freak out.
He knew he had it under control though, because I seen him when he got grabbed up like that. He just popped out a super, so
Oh, yeah.
he was ready for it.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they had to do that run several times.
Yeah, see, like when you're doing a solo heal like that, like some people are like, "Oh, I solo heal." I'm like, I solo heal a lot of stuff, but it's not because I'm real good. It's because my team knows I'm the only healer, and everybody plays different when you're the only healer.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying not to get a lot of attention on them. They're playing safe.
Right.
Whereas if you have two healers, everyone just like falls to the wall.
Right. And they were balls to the wall in that video. They had how many DPS? 4 DPS? 5? Something like that? Let's see. 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 controllers, so 4 DPSs.
See, they had some real good powers, though. They had the hard light, so they could stay way back, and still be doing damage.
Yeah.
They have a real good setup. Mental, one of the guys was, and Mental could hang out in the back, too.
Oh, yeah.
They just have a perfect chemistry with the roles that they have and the powers that everybody are. Plus,
And
they
they're-
play together all the time. They have great
Right.
teamwork.
They've got that good, teamwork going.
And they play on PC, so everything's a little quicker, too.
Yeah, because it always, since I've been playing the game, the thing was that the PC version was a little bit easier than the PlayStation version. I'm not saying anything.
I mean, it's not easier, but it's
it's just
you could clip your
smoother to
moves
do
quicker.
things. There's no lag in a lot of the mechanics. Yeah.
Flip your moves a little quicker.
Yeah.
That's about it. What I want, whatever Lex Luthor is their equivalent, he needs to be buffed.
Yeah, he does.
I don't even really care. Screw it. Let them have an easy mode. Just stop giving me AIDS when I'm in the shield. Stop doing that.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I don't want to go through there in a luck battle. I want to beat it because
Yeah.
we used good teamwork, not because DC Universe is like, hey, here's some random shit.
Well, let's do one better. For SOE, for future content, somehow make it so that the heroes have to fight Ninja Batman. Make him controlled by something or some crazy storyline, and make the heroes actually fight future Batman.
Yeah,
and we
I
can
always
hear
thought
them
the
talk.
raid should be the same.
Let them fight Ninja. See what they
Yeah.
say.
You take Prime Battlegrounds, and Ninja Batman would take out Prime Battlegrounds single-handedly.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I mean, I single healed, Prime the other day, and I couldn't, it was like, it wasn't, easy. I had to, work hard at it, but, and I've single controlled it, several times, but I couldn't imagine single healing, Nexus against Ninja Batman. I would just be like, screw it, guys. I'm quitting. Not gonna do
I
it.
did. But he ran away, so I didn't have to heal the rest of it with him there. I did about half of it, and then Ninja Batman ran away on the last boss. This is when he was glitching. He was going under the map and shit. He would do that
Oh.
backflip kick and hide under the map.
Yeah. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to rely on getting lucky to beat anything.
No, not at all. That's like my main concern with that shit. It's really stupid. It happens too often too. It seems like nobody hardly has AIDS, or whatever you want to call it,
Right.
when nothing's going on. The second shield comes up, somebody has it when you're inside of it. They never wait and give it to you like after or before. It's when you're in the shield. They're like, here you go. You're right next to everybody. Perfect time. Aha.
Oh yeah. It's
Like
definitely.
Meps is sitting on the other side watching everybody do it.
It's like
You know what I
when can be the most inconvenient time for me to do this? It's like the Ninja Batman and all the Batmans just have this super intelligence. They're like true. Like if you had a real person fighting against a real person with those kind of abilities, what time they would do this stuff to you?
Yeah, when would he use it? He would use it right then. That's killer too, man. I hate it. That makes me rage.
Yeah, and you have people going into these, the final boss fight, just trying to, excited, oh yeah, I finally made it, we're here, we're gonna learn this, and then they're there and they get into it and are wiped out in 5 seconds and learn nothing,
Mhm.
like
what we
the
got in this shield. What were we doing wrong? And it killed us.
yeah, what killed us, and then people have to explain what killed you, and and well, how can I avoid it? You can't.
You don't. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, the
Like
first
the
time
first
I
time that
ran,
happened
the
to
first
us,
time I
we were
ran
like-
Nexus, it was utter chaos. I mean, the first room isn't bad, but the first like single boss fight, nobody knew what to do. One guy was acting like he knew how to do it, but it wasn't happening.
Terrible.
Yeah,
They
I
need
love
to
it when
fix
you
that.
join a pug group and you inspect the guy who's the leader making the group, and he's got like all tier 4 on, and you're like, no, we're not doing this.
Right?
Yeah,
You're like, let me
I've
pass
been
lead and get one of my buddies in.
I've been
kick 'em
kicked
right
from
out.
groups like that.
Wasn't that because you were like all in green gear, but you were the new green gear?
No, this is back
No?
when Prime came out. I was 88 CR, and the 82 CR guy was making the group, and he kicked me out because he wanted to find an 89. I'm like, really? 89's a PvP weapon, genius.
Yeah, really.
That's what I
makes
said to
no
him.
difference.
You moron. But anyway, I've told that story a few times.
Yeah.
I never got one. People thought they were big because they had an 89 CR.
Yeah, that was.
I still remember the day they brought out all the new PvP gear and people were crying and shout why they went from 89 to 88.
Who cares?
Or even worse, like from 90 to 88.
Oh, yeah,
Aw.
that stinks when you hit 90.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we better wrap it up.
Now, I was
Yeah.
just getting in the swing of ranting about Nexus.
No, that's good. I'm going to
Yeah.
title the
Get rid of
episode
that
"Bitchin'
shit.
About Ninja Batman."
Oh, we were getting rid of the original title we were gonna do for Kaiser's sake.
What was that? Solid schedule?
Yeah.
You know
we
what
should
the
title
guys
it, no,
need to do?
we should
How
title
about
it
ser-
Solid Schedule for the ranting on Ninja Batman.
No, I've got one thing though. These heroes say that Ninja Batman's nothing. One Friday Night Legends, just for the hell of it, they need to spawn Ninja Batman in the center of the Watchtower.
The devs
And
need
just
to
let
place
him go.
the heroes inside of the
It's
villain.
same faction.
No, just
though.
spawn Ninja Batman in the Watchtower and let it go and see what
It's
happens.
same faction. No one would be able to fight it.
No, just make him an enemy. Just switch him over, like PvP or something. Like, boom, enemy Ninja Batman.
I don't
Go,
think
we'll
they
see what
can.
happens.
Because, like, when you watch Friday Night Legends,
Yeah, they can't do
in
that.
certain cases, and they have, like, a spittle, like, using, or doing it as the camera for, like, a villain dungeon or something like that, he can't target anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
if they
I'll
I'll give them my PlayStation information and they could use my character.
No, I've got the perfect solution. SOE, please, sometime this week, especially on Friday Night Legends, if you want to put it, just spawn Ninja Batman in crappy space.
Oh my god!
Put him in the crapper.
If he didn't kill me,
He would
I
crap
was
his
totally
pants.
cool with that. If he
He'll
just
spawn
went
kill you when you stand back up at the door.
You will never leave your base again.
Ninja Batman in crappy space. I heard what you're talking about me.
They need to do something. I like him hard, but give him to the heroes too.
That didn't sound right.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
get
she
a
said.
sound clip of that.
What
I'm
you
gonna
just
loop
said.
it.
Think about it for a minute.
10
Cal.
minutes.
God, I'm not that perverted. I guess I am, but I keep it clean.
All I know is if you're in a pug group and the first boss is Ninja, he's the one that's in phase.
Here's
Just,
the last.
just
boss.
leave. Just leave.
Yeah,
Well,
in a
no-
pug group, Whenever you see Ninja Batman, that's the last boss you're getting to.
Yep.